been all on my grind, so why I need you? Baby girl love my vibe and I like me too. No roof on my top and my babe see through. Hating on the pimp, don't stop, shit ain't gon' feed you. I been all on my grind, so why I need you? Big flex, my swole up. Double cup and I'm pulled up. Niggas hating like hold up. What's the problem? I'm pulled up. Big flex, my swole up. Hard body, they fold up. Shawty say I done glowed up. Double text on my phone up. Fuck with your boy, I'm the man of the year. I'm not a fan of your peers. Serve him a fate, I'ma hand him the shears. He not the man he appears. Heart of a lion, I'm trampling fears. I love the man in the mirror. Cry me a river to stand in the tears. You better stand in the clear. I'm going crazy, niggas fugazi. How are they ever gon' fuck with a kid? Put it on, baby, you do not faze me. Why do not really fuck what you did? Eating that kitty, she stuck them.
I don't mean to put it on your nose, but it's clear how my baby's running this the block, cause you fear what you do to you if you get dirty hands and veneer. What you do, what she is, little boy, I tell you this. If baby wants sit, she can sit. If baby says lit, it's lit. Got your bank account and that cute. If she said it loud, it's the truth. If baby wanna ride, she can ride. Baby needs some time, she got time. Got your bank account and that cute. She can make it count, how about you? She would put you in the bag, wouldn't even need a planet. If she wanted, she a magnet. They should let her name a planet. Everything she drop like Corona, viral, make the world start over like I own her. She ain't about to set, but they really wanna throne her. Listen, she like bass, she like Hover. Self-employed, moving paper better than some Billy Boy. Made a choice on the regular, she bring a milli home. Click my phone, get my ass up, get a dinner going. Watch she out there, making sure that you all know. Baby wants sit, she can sit. Baby says lit, it's lit. Got your bank account and that cute. If she said it loud, it's the truth. If baby wanna ride, she can ride. Baby needs some time, she got time. Got your bank account and that cute. She can make it count, how about you? She be always making money, if it's raining, if it's sunny. She make time to call me honey every day. Drop a couple bands on the cook, then he pay. Then a couple more on the tip, baby saves. Body's just the everyday, imagine holiday. If I get the 50 cents, she get me holidays. Signing with the fly, if you meet her, know it's true. So if she ever asks you, you know that baby wants sit, she can sit. Baby says lit, it's lit. Got your black account and that cute. If she said it loud, it's the truth. If baby wanna ride, she can ride. Baby needs some time, she got time. Got your bank account and that cute. She can make it count, how about you?
I'm here. I'm running back and forth.
Did you like
I'm here. You said what?
You just get here or something?
No.
What you been doing all day? You knew we had a show tonight.
Why
you ready?
What you mean?
I'm a modern woman. What do I mean?
I work. You know what I'm saying? I said I'm a modern woman. I be working.
You don't.
Sorry.
Yeah, you ain't got
a job.
No job. Tommy, you ain't got no job.
I pay my own bills. I don't need no man. Yeah. All of it.
That's right, Freezy. That's right, Freezy. Kill that.
Just terrible. First of all, how are you?
I'm well. How are you?
I'm wonderful.
You asked me like that, like you hadn't talked to me today.
I know. I haven't talked to you on camera.
That's true. You haven't talked to me on camera. That's true. First of all, thank you, everybody, ladies and gentlemen, for coming and joining us. This is another episode of Unapologetic with Mandrell, my beautiful co-host and younger sister, Shushu. So, Shushu, how's things up there in New York City, boss?
Everything is cool. Everything is cool.
It is?
Yeah, it's been like rainy like the last 2 days, so It was
well,
like
that's good. That's good. It needs to rain. I don't like it when it rain in New York City. The water's toxic. Snow is dirty. Yeah, y'all got dirty snow. That whole city is filthy. But I love it. I love it. It is so deliciously evil. That entire city. It is. Is it not?
Right.
It is so deliciously evil. That entire city. That's why I have it as my backdrop right now.
Right.
I love New York. I love New York people.
Of course.
If you haven't been, shame on you. You should go there and go to the Bronx, and that's where you should stay. Explore the Bronx first. Make sure the Bronx is your first experience with New York City.
No.
Yes. Go to the Bronx.
Yeah.
Hey, why not? Break them in early.
You know what's so funny? I was on the phone with a friend yesterday, and I was like walking down the street. Was it yesterday? Or was it like Sunday? Anyway, and I was walking down the street, and this dude just busted out yelling in the background. He's "Oh no, F you, no F that, no." So my friend was like, "Is somebody yelling?" I was like, "Yeah." It was like, I didn't want to start fighting. I was like, nah. I said, it's actually just the dude. He had to, arguing with somebody. I don't know. Ain't nobody there, that he arguing with, but, maybe the people in his head, like, they made him mad or something like that. But,
I'm saying, man.
He'd be all right.
I'm saying. I love it. I love it. Love that city.
He's like, do you feel safe?
No, never. And that's the point. That's the point of going to New York. You never feel safe. It's like going to Baltimore.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? You never feel safe, ever.
Ever.
In Baltimore? No.
Right?
No. I'm going to call the cops. Go ahead, call them. You know what I'm saying? The cops will pull up. The cops will pull up and start dapping up your assailants. Hey, what up, man? What up? Either that or they're kicking up to them. All right, everybody. Thank you for coming. Forgive me for being rude. My sister and I, we get into conversations and we get carried away. We forget that you all are here, but don't take it personally. We love you. Let's go to the sanctuary, Mario. We got the lovely and beautiful and the best mod in YouTube ever, Jenny Morena. We got IXL up in here. Dre Blanco. He all right. He all right. He a cop, but he all right. Why are you muted? I can't hear you.
I started laughing. I said, that's how you going to do, Dre?
Yeah. I mess with him, but I do like Dre. Dre's cool.
Right. Dre cool people.
He is. I like Dre. Yeah. Von Bryant. Hello, sir. How are you? Yeah. Scam likely. Dust.
Right. Dust.
Dust. We have the beautiful.
You see that?
Y'all. What?
He put feminist alert.
Dusto. We have the beautiful Queen Smiley Rules in the audience. Thank you for coming out, Queen Smiley. We appreciate the support. We appreciate the support and we love you. Thank you.
Right.
Who's that? Reese from Philly. Reese.
What's going on?
From Philly.
Right.
Red Dragon. What up, Red Dragon? Reese from Philly. We got none other than the world class. Noble from the world class. Yes. Hey, that's my man's in them.
Okay.
That is. That's my man's in them. Him and Big Mike drop.
Right.
Yeah. Hey, look.
Oh, my Lord.
You got to have men like that in your circle. They keep you honest. They keep you on point.
That's true.
Yeah, you can't come around them two dudes half-stepping. You can't be around those dudes being anything less than a fucking man.
Oh, right.
And I love that shit. You have to be competent, capable. I love it.
Right.
So rare to find a circle like that. Anyway, Lou, the legend. I don't know about that legend part, Lou, but he's still my guy. Andre Terry. What up? What up, Andre Terry? Andre Terry, I don't know why these people here don't like me, man. I mean, they just, these morons here don't like me. I don't know why. They're too stupid to recognize greatness, I think. But not like you. You're all right. You're all right, Andre Terry. All right.
Hey, Mrs. Carrington.
Mrs. Carrington, how are you? I love the afro, though. I ain't gonna lie. Look at it.
It's
Primal
right.
Studies. What's going on, man?
Primal, what's going
Primal
on?
Study. Yeah, how you doing? We have the wait, just in, checking out Vader, taking a seat in the back. There you go. My man Arshawn has come in. Okay. Now, to my knowledge, this is Arshawn's first visit to our show together, Unapologetic. Okay. So let's show him. Let's make sure to be extra ratchet and ignorant for Arshawn.
Oh Lord, geez.
Arshawn, if you got a YouTube channel, Arshawn does have a YouTube channel. It's something about being drunk or some shit. Arshawn, post a link in the chat to your YouTube channel so people can go over there and it is. I ain't gonna lie. Post a link to your YouTube channel so people can know and go. Yeah, go to Arshawn's channel, everybody, and support the channel. Also to the World Class. Make sure you go to that channel, like and subscribe.
And Primal
Studies, him as well. Gray Pill Podcast. You can also find my sister, Shushu. All right.
And public service announcement. Mandrell has been he had a scam on Instagram. Somebody copied his Instagram account and was going around asking for money. So for anyone who follows Mandrell on Instagram, if you get a message from him asking for money, it's not him. It is a scam. It is a fraudulent account. So do not give on Instagram. Appreciate you.
That's right. Somebody trying to see, often imitated, never duplicated.
Right.
You can't duplicate greatness, baby girl. You can't. That's why you should be awesome like me. Yes. You should try it sometime. It's called being a badass.
Okay.
Anyway, thank you, everybody. Again, now tonight's show, I don't know if you guys saw the thumbnail. I didn't do it. Shushu didn't do it, but I found it hilarious.
Of course.
Yeah, the thumbnail. Lou said, damn, I said $1.99 to the scammer on Instagram.
Oh, no.
It's a joke. $1.99. And the guy's walking around asking for $80.
Really?
Yeah, he asked everybody literally for $80.
Oh, wow.
The same amount? The insulting part is it's only $80. That's the insult. $80?
Yeah.
If you ain't got $80, you got another problem. You've been broke.
Okay.
You ain't got $80? And it's the first of the month?
It's
we only have been through. This is the 7th day of September. You short $80.
Listen, hey,
already. Everybody got their checks on the first.
It's hard out here for a pimp.
No, it ain't that damn hard.
Out here trying to get this money for the rent. You know what I'm saying? The Cadillac and gas money spent.
Then why do you need $80? Why not ask for the rent money?
It's just gonna be a whole lot of bitches jumping ship. That's why. But anyway. But no.
That too. Now, anyway, ladies and gentlemen, we're here tonight to talk about the topic. Now, the topic is public shaming. All right. Now, here in recent years, this phenomena called public shaming, or whatever they want to call it, public shaming is nothing new to our society. I've seen parents whip their kids in the mall, grocery stores, gas stations, things like that, right?
Right.
And but I think what's up, Bernard? Facts and the Uncomfortable Truth. Everybody go to the Facts and the Uncomfortable Truth YouTube page. Like and subscribe as well over there. Now, the thing is, public shaming it spawned other kind of shit. Some things that are make believe that actually doesn't exist. Stupid shit like internet bullying, cyberbullying. Cancel culture and LGBTQ community. You know what I'm saying? So it spawns a lot of stuff that doesn't actually exist. So
wait a minute. So the LGBT
it's a problem. So I like, huh?
I said the LGBTQIA community don't exist.
No, it doesn't. So I brought this up because here lately, men in love wear blue. Men in love wear blue. Fuck you. Now, he asked for it. He had it coming.
You were saying.
I was saying.
Dumbass.
That's actually what I was thinking of. Thank you to our producer. Mind reading. Our producer bad, ain't it?
Okay.
Yeah. I think our producer deserves a raise for that. Perfect timing.
Okay.
Anyway, like I said, it's gotten out of hand. This public shaming, because people don't want to be shamed publicly, but they want to shame people that they think should be shamed publicly. You know, so the hypocrisy. And you and I both know, you know, look, you and I, people don't know this, may not know this, but you and I love to watch a hypocrite burn, don't we?
Definitely.
Yeah, we love to watch a hypocrite burn. We love it. So, I mean, the hypocrisy of this whole thing has fascinated me. Take the latest case, Aries Spears and Lizzo, right? Now, Lizzo waddles her fat ass out to that basketball game, ass naked, and then she has a nerve to be in this picture here, my thumbnail, in a two-piece. Stop. See, look at that. Look at this.
Oh, Lord.
Look at it.
Oh, Lord.
Just look. Everybody look.
Nobody look at this. Look at this.
Look at this. Look at this.
No.
Somebody look at this.
Well, yeah. Speaking of hypocrisy, I think the big thing with Aries Spears, for those of you who haven't seen it, it was like a interview clip of Aries Spears talking about Lizzo and talking about how it isn't attractive for her to be her size and to be trying to put herself out there as a sex symbol, and to
What's
be
sexy about it?
Wearing some of the things that she's wearing, like the two-piece bikini and like posing nude, like
and that sheer outfit she had on when she went to that basketball game had a whole ass out. And now when someone says something about it, oh no, that's wrong. You're shaming me. You're fat shaming. No, you're fat shaming yourself.
No, like in fairness, now that was out of line. That was all the way out of line. Because
Thank you.
Even if she was like, you know, a size 2, that's out of line, because a basketball game it's
no place to be naked.
Right. It's no place to be nude like that. I mean, have your butt out because it's like children there and stuff like that. Like that's completely out of line. But the hypocrisy is he calling her fat, said that's not sexy and stuff like that. But it's like, did you look at yourself? Like, no, you're overweight. You're not as attractive as you once were. And like, if you look at around his eyes, like he has really dark circles around his eyes. And that's a sign of like some serious health issues. So like, you know, I mean, that's the big thing. Like, he was just a complete hypocrite in that. And, you know, so I guess it's like, you can't be the pot calling the kettle black. So like, but wait a minute, you are. And he put it under guise of he's a comedian, so like he can be ugly but still make jokes like that.
Yes, as long as it's funny, as long as it's done in the context of humor and not trying to hurt somebody's feelings purposefully. Yes. Now let's take a look at this. All right. Now Aries Spears just recently did a Black TV interview where he says, "Hey, I'm big myself. You know what I'm saying? I'm a mess naked," but he's not out there like that. He's not doing this. Look at Lizzo. At least Aries has the dignity to cover his fat ass up.
Oh Lord.
This killer whale decides to has the nerves to wear pink, a color that clashes with us. What you call it? Rhinestones, runes, bedazzles, or whatever it is. I don't know. And then has this necklace with the jewel says "yummy" around it. What the hell is that? You're a girl. Make it make sense, man. Why would people go out there? That too. Okay. And to Noble, the world class, for the record, I have no idea what that. No one's explained that to me yet.
Wait,
the gay hamster. He asked. Noble asked about it before, man. I didn't.
No, it's because like
no one's explained to me the gay hamster. I'm like, what?
We went to the ER and like they were talking about homosexual men who put like hamsters up their butt. Like, and it's like I forgot the actual term it's called, but they put hamsters in their behind, and like it's supposed to help like for extra stimulation or something like that. It gives them like an extra something.
Put a live animal up your rear end.
Yeah.
Now that deserves to be publicly shamed. Now, anyone who does that, yes, you deserve to be public shamed. Now, how do you feel about public shaming? You agree or disagree?
I think some of it is necessary.
So for you, it depends on the context and why.
Yeah.
As like, why?
Like for instance, with Lizzo, let's just be honest. It has nothing to do with health, but everything to do with the fact that people are saying that like being overweight women or people being overweight isn't attractive. He said, look like how upset.
Everyone, look at this chat.
Oh,
This looks like how upset feels.
So dumb, child.
It's
so
true.
Dumb.
It's true. What happened now? What? No, but we'll talk. I'll explain it to you later because Shushu just explained it to me. I'm gonna have her flesh it out for me because I think I'm still a little confused about it myself.
What's up?
Yeah, you're gonna flesh that out for me. I don't know. Now, anyway, Coach Keith says, bring that up for me. I need my glasses. Fat rich dudes can get attractive women. A fat rich woman can only get dusty dudes.
See, and that's what the problem is. Like the whole thing with like Lizzo.
And she said she wanted Captain America. The guy who played Captain America, Lizzo, said that, but he ain't interested.
You know, I think some of it too. It wouldn't be such an issue if like the whole thing was like really, really about her health. But let's just be honest, it has nothing to do with her health, but it just has everything to do with sexual attraction. And like people are saying, oh, she needs to sit down, she needs to stop because being overweight isn't sexually attractive.
It's not.
But the bottom line is this: now, like back in the day, they would never market Lizzo as a sex symbol. They wouldn't because like it was the whole thing to push women being like a size 2, a size 4, a size 6, or something like that. You know what I mean? Like that was the idea of what a sexy size was. But now, because so many people are overweight, the average American is overweight, you can market Lizzo as a sex symbol. She never would have been marketed as a pop star back in the day. Like, stop it.
Well,
surprise, motherfucker.
Yeah. Well,
but and the thing is too, like, you know, you can say what you want, but because the average American is overweight, big girls are getting sex. So, you know, you can't say it ain't sexy.
Yeah, but no one really wants to do it. It's like, wait, how is that not animal grade? Hamster up the asser.
I do agree that it is animal cruelty.
Okay, listen. Now, my thing is this about it, about this portion, this example of public shaming. Mm-hmm. She knows that she knew that she would get this kind of reaction because of her conduct. She knows that it's how society is, and this will not change. Let's be honest. Right. She knew it, and she does it anyway. She does it. She does the antics that she does for attention.
Right. Yeah.
And it causes people who are sensitive to people who are overweight and their plight to flock to her, to support her. They go out and buy her music. They buy her albums. They go to her concerts. Mm-hmm. So I think, but here's the thing. My issue with it is I think she's kind of backed herself into a corner with it, though. Because let's say the doctor talks to her and she actually does come down with health issues, which she will if she continues to remain in the state that she's in, right? Mm-hmm. She carries that kind of weight on long enough. The doctor, she's going to have health issues. That's just how the body works. Yeah. And the doctor, what happens when she starts to lose weight because she has no choice?
Right.
Oh, well, you see what I'm saying?
Eventually she will, because the one thing about it is, if you've noticed, everybody who has been overweight or who has been like plus size in the entertainment industry, at some point they do slim down.
You have to. You can't carry that weight on. Take me.
Well, it's a lot of pressure to look a certain way.
There is, and I don't think she should be pressured. I don't think she falls into that category though, because she's already plus size.
Well, right? she's trying to fight back against it. She's trying, but at some point it's gonna get to her, and she just
okay. All right. Go back to Queen Smiley's quote, producer.
She said, "Go check your pussy down and get your glasses." I'm so done.
You know what? I don't have to chase my cat. My cat doesn't have my glasses. My glasses are right here, actually. Thank you very much. No, Queen Smiley Rules says, "Hey, Queen Smiley, how you doing? How you doing, girl? Holler at me." And we need to get out of that anything men can do, I can do better mentality. Just because Rick Ross can do it, that doesn't mean it's okay. That's true.
Well, you know what, Queen Smiley, if women would stop sleeping with big men, they lose weight too.
Yeah.
Trust me, they lose weight.
Mayan King Revisited says, bring shame back. I agree. Now here's the thing. Now I'm gonna have a clip, and we're gonna start using it for our show, right? It's a clip from Game of Thrones where Cersei Lannister does her walk of shame, and there's a nun behind her, right, with a bell, and the nun just says, "Shame, shame, shame, ding ding, shame, shame," and they made Cersei walk naked from the beginning of the city all the way to the castle. She had to walk throughout the entire city butt naked while people threw stuff on her. They were throwing food, turds, piss, spitting on her, throwing food at her, and all kind of shit. And she's sitting there, and there's a number behind her saying, "Shame, shame, shame." Now, I'm not saying we should go that far.
Right.
Murderers and child rapists and child abusers. Child abusers, yes.
Right.
See, when it comes to kids, I think there's no holds barred. I think you get whatever the harshest punishment. I think you should be tortured for going after kids.
Yeah.
And I think we should flip a coin. If it's heads, castration. If it's tails, death. That's how I feel about child abuse. People who abuse children.
Hey,
hello, Sir Hill Speaks. How you doing? Ladies and gentlemen, Sir Hill Speaks. Whatever. Anyway. Hey, he does it to me.
He's terrible. You know what?
Me, man.
He
brings it on himself. That's another one.
No.
I'm going to have these jokes for Sir Hale.
Oh, my Lord.
I'm going to. He knows it. But anyway, Now, another example of public shaming would be Monica Lewinsky.
Oh, yeah. She got some public
You remember? Yeah, you remember that from the 90s? Now, in my opinion, that was too much.
Right.
It was too much.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I mean, they impeached Clinton for it, which people think, well, that means you're going to be removed from office. No, impeachment does not mean you're going to be removed from office if you're president. You impeach a president only means that you the president has been brought up on charges. Charge him with something. Doesn't mean he's guilty. In this case, he did do it. I mean, I still to this day look like Slick Willie.
Yeah, he did.
William Bill Clinton, I still like the way he handled it. Did you have sex with Monica Lewinsky?
I did not.
No. Before that, here he goes. Define sex.
Right. I did not have
sexual relations with that woman. And then people's like, he lied. No, he didn't. No, he didn't lie. Clinton was real clear and careful how he answered those questions, was he not? Right. That's what he asked him first. Define sex.
Right.
Do you have intercourse? Penetration? Yes. Okay. I did not have sexual relations with that woman. And he did. By that definition, he didn't.
Right. And they have people who prep them for.
Clinton didn't have nobody prepping him. Clinton didn't. He didn't need it.
No.
Here's the thing with Bill Clinton. He was a masterful politician.
Right. Yeah.
He was a master politician. And had Hillary taken his advice, she would have won. I
think Hillary just got too cocky. Like she thought that she had it in the basket.
Mm-hmm. And she did. And she said, "Well, I got the black vote." No, you don't.
And
no, you don't.
No, she did.
Black people like, nah, you don't.
I would say back to the public shaming with Monica.
Yeah, back to Monica Lewinsky.
Even like to this day, like that, like is a part of her. Like her whole what you call it? Like that's still part of her. Like that scandal, what she did with Bill Clinton. That's still a part of who she is, like even now. And
unfortunately, you're correct, because when you hear the name Monica Lewinsky, that's the first thing you go to.
Beyonce had the song. He Monica Lewinsky it all on my gown. In partition. Yep.
Well, I'm not a big fan of Beyonce, so I don't know. He was a lawyer. You're right, Coach Keith. But the problem is they're all lawyers, and that's the problem. If we live in a representative democracy, Shamaria, in Congress and the House, where are all the teachers? Where are all the scientists? The doctors, garbage men, street sweepers? Huh?
They out working.
Why aren't they in Congress? Why don't they represent? Why don't they represent the common man?
They can't afford to take time off.
That's supposed to be their job. It's supposed to be a term of service.
You're right. It's supposed to be and it is. They're representing the people who can't afford to take days off.
Hold on.
Right.
Look at Luke Hazley. Hola, Luke Hazley.
Hey, Luke Hazley.
I'm glad to see you come here to our show again. Muchas gracias. Now, she's looking at Hillary and the kids said, yes, I'm well aware of that whole Hillary Clinton and the Haitian kids thing. Yeah. It's to say the least, it's interesting. I'm glad Luke Hazley brought that up. I want you to look this up after the show.
Right, yeah.
It's a trip.
Yeah.
It's a trip. It's a trip. It is. But anyway, thank you, Luke Hazley. I like it when she comes.
Yeah.
I do. I like Luke Hazley. Yeah. But anyway, the whole Monica Lewinsky thing, I mean, the backlash that she got, it was all on her, and that woman's life was ruined.
Yeah.
That was too much. This whole Lizzo thing, here's the examples I brought up so far. I brought up Lizzo because that's an example of a person who brings it on themselves.
Yeah, she does bring it on herself.
Monica Lewinsky is a person who didn't deserve that much.
Yeah.
That much though? I mean,
yeah, because like you could say her whole life is ruined.
It was. She couldn't get a job after that.
Right. Can't get a man either, honey. Like who?
Who's in America? Yeah. Wait, you're
right.
famous. You're famous.
You're famous for
sucking a man's Johnson.
Right.
For giving head.
Well, yeah, fellatio.
Blowjobs even.
Right. That's
yeah, she's famous for this. What man marries her after that, though? You know,
right?
She's known worldwide for it.
And you know, while guys be talking about body count, honey, that's the only.
Salute to DL Saint for joining us. What's up, DL? What's up? That's my brother in arms. World class. Noble says Monica deserved it. Okay, Queen Smiley Rules said he says Monica deserved it. Do you think she deserved it? Wait, my thing is,
I don't think she deserved it today.
I'm not saying she didn't deserve backlash. She definitely did. Okay, a married man's Johnson. That's true. Queen Smiley Rules.
Yeah.
Hey, Queen Smiley, how you doing? Anyway, a married man's jewel. Yes, she did.
Mm-hmm.
But that was a bit fucking rich, though. Her whole life is ruined because of it.
Black man said, Bill said she gonna put a small country with those lips.
You know what the sad part is? I heard that. I read that, and I heard it in Bill Clinton's voice. She could pull a small country with those lips. She could pull a small country with those lips.
Oh, Lord. Y'all need to quit. Monica worked for Johnson & Johnson technically. Hey,
wow.
This is horrible.
Wait, y'all got Arshawn. Hey, look, y'all got Arshawn here for the first time, and I'm trying to make a good impression. I think I'm failing.
Kim Kardashian cashed in on being known for sex, and
yes, she did. Kim Kardashian cashed in on it. Why can't Monica Lewinsky do the same thing?
She did. She wrote a book about it.
A book. Oh, come on. Mm-hmm. But who's gonna write it? Who's gonna read it? And what's there to write a book about?
You got some people that were interested in it. But here's the thing too about that is crazy.
Airborne all the way, deal.
Like, yeah, we do need to have some kind of shaming because, like, for instance, with Kim Kardashian, she got famous off that tape. Like, famous off that tape. She did, and that's all she got famous for. And then now her kids see it, and she's like, my kids saw the tape. It's like, I don't cry now. But even deeper than that, like so many other celebrities are coming out with sex tapes and quote unquote it's being leaked. It ain't leaked. Ain't nothing leaked. Y'all putting it out.
Yeah. Vivid has said it in several interviews that those tapes are not released without both parties every party in that tape signing contracts.
Yeah, exactly. They can't.
So they know, but then they come out in the press and pretend. Now, here's my question to you.
Mm-hmm.
Why is public shaming not applied to Kim Kardashian? I think more so that when that tape came out, nobody knew who she was. They knew Ray J, but they didn't know who she was.
Right, exactly. You
know, I knew who Ray J was, you know what I'm saying? But I mean, vaguely, because I don't listen to his music. I knew he was Brandy's brother.
Brandy's little brother.
I knew Brandy because, you know, she was a singer. You know, her music was everywhere.
Yeah.
Ray J wasn't doing any music. I knew him as Brandy's little brother. So that's how I knew him. And so neither one of them were really famous in my world.
He was, but like, that tape, the release of that tape, like took him out of the Brandy's little brother shadow. It took that off of him because like more people, I guess, gave him respect for being a man, like his own man. It's sad it took a tape to do that, but yeah.
Listen, man. Mayan King.
Stop.
Bring that back up. Bring it back up. He
said Whoopi Goldberg is said to be the throat goat in Hollywood. Hey, yo, listen.
That might explain why she doesn't like sex anymore.
Oh, she said that?
Yeah. I don't need all that.
The
pre-Kim, no for pre-cum. No one from the world class, ladies and gentlemen. Bring that back up, please.
So done.
Bring that coming back up. Monica Lewinsky, the pre-Kim known for pre-cum.
Okay. Well, yeah, because you remember they summoned her dress, like they used it as evidence because it still had semen on it.
Yeah, and here's one thing with that. Here's why at that time, because I remember at that time, I think I was in high school when that came out. But let's see, what took slavery out of the history. Listen. Please, y'all gonna run my favorite people out of here. Luke Hazley.
Oh my
Lo siento.
Oh,
Luke Hazley, Lo siento, Hermanita. I mean, it's just this ain't me. I'm not doing it. But it is hilarious, so I'm gonna laugh. Just saying. But anyway, it is hilarious, so I am gonna laugh.
Does public shaming ultimately lead to callousness of the heart and level of carelessness if done so without good intent? Yeah.
No, I disagree. I think the callousness, bring it back up. I think that the callousness of the heart and the level of carelessness has to be there first before you publicly shame. Because if you care, you wouldn't publicly shame. And if your heart wasn't already callous, you wouldn't do it. That has to already be there.
Right. Yeah, but here's
if you publicly shame somebody, you don't give a shit. You don't care about how it's going to make them feel. The psychological, like when parents whip their kids in public.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying. They don't.
Well, they do that with the purpose, like purposely to embarrass them. So what the intention is, so that they won't do it again. Whatever it is that they're getting like whipped for. So
put myself in timeout.
Lo entiendo, hermano. Oh, I understand, brother. Oh, gracias. See. But I think the intention is, to get them to not do it again. But
but seriously, do you have any idea what's that doing to the kids psychologically? The embarrassment, the humiliation, that leaves a psychic scar.
It does.
So I don't think you should be publicly doing this to kids. I don't think public shaming should be done to kids unless it's something that's not going to be real embarrassing. And to me, it's too hard to gauge what that's going to be and what it's not going to be. So I think you should stay away from it altogether.
Right.
And handle the discipline at home. Now discipline them in public, yes. But should you shame them in public? Nah.
Yeah.
Now, adults, teenagers. So, adults. So, I don't care. You know what I'm saying? Because most people bring it on themselves like Lizzo's doing. Now, Monica Lewinsky, excuse me. I don't know what was up with that. Why she kept the dress. Why she kept the semen on the dress. Why?
Right. Like, girl, you ain't watched that. Like, stop it. You keeping souvenirs.
Right. Now, here's the thing, people. The Cash App is scrolling at the bottom of the screen, as you see. That and the PayPal. If you want to contribute financially to Mandrell and Shushu, most of it going to her anyway. So I don't need the money. That's how everybody knew that the IG shit was a scam.
Right.
Why would I ask you for $80?
Right. Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? 80. That's it. That's all you asking for. Anyway, I know damn sure wouldn't do it over IG.
Right. Right.
Anyway, yes, the Cash App, Clue21, and the PayPal, Carlos Harris 7344, is down there. I should have started another PayPal. Now everybody knows my name.
Oh, right. Yeah, they do.
Someone told her to keep the dirty dress. See, DL Saint, he's another guy who's politically inclined. I don't remember a lot about it. Yes,
yeah,
I do.
She was. I know. I remember in like one of them interviews that she did. She was talking about what it was. Some lady. I forgot the lady's name, but she advised her to keep the dress and da 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 da. I'm like, really. I personally, first of all, I don't know. I would be giving a married man fellatio anyway, but either way, I wouldn't want nobody to know my name. Like, yeah, no, I'm not participating in this. I don't want to be a part of it. Da, 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 da. Call me Jane Doe, honey. I don't want no parts of this. Because now here it is. You thought you was going. I don't know if she thought she was doing something good, or she thought she was like bringing some kind of justice or something. I don't know what kind of justice you thought you was bringing by putting yourself out there by doing that to the president, and not only the president. Yeah, he's a married man. I don't know what kind of justice you thought you was doing, but yeah. What's up, Mandrell? Was it my son?
His son JJ said, "Give Shushu that money."
Aww.
Tell your son, JJ, to keep his mannish ass hands to himself and his eyeballs off my sister.
Oh, my Lord. Hey, JJ, how you doing?
Being mannish.
It's Hillary's fault if she was attending that man. Yeah.
But here's the thing. That's true. But, I mean, here's the question, Jenny. Have you seen Hillary? Even back then, I mean.
Listen. Beauty is in the eyes of the beholder.
Yeah, I mean,
I do think there should be some level of shaming brought back, because I mean boundaries are necessary.
And people have no shame anymore.
And exactly. And like you had some kind of shame or some kind of fear of public humiliation that would stop people from crossing boundaries and going too far. And now we're in an era where people can do anything, and it's okay. Anything goes. Anything is possible, and nobody should have anything to say about it because shaming isn't good. Oh, you shouldn't do that. No. Cancel culture, and what's happening is everything is going haywire, and people are too overly sensitive. So and not to say that you shouldn't care about people's feelings, but at the same time, like life is hard. Life isn't fair. You're gonna take some L's in life. So man or woman up, and it is what it is, and take it for what it is. So, Coach, word on the street is that Hillary plays for the other. I've heard that too. I don't, but that's
what? I heard that too.
There's
quite a few times.
Yeah, that's some behind the door type of things.
So behind the door, what's behind the door? Everything's out in the open now. Ain't they free?
Monica, girl, I let him rain down on me. Random friend, girl, I keep that dress okay, until you can use it against, right?
That's shout out to Queen Smiley Rules. Brilliant woman. That's probably exactly how that conversation went too.
Right. That's the sisterhood right there.
Yeah,
girl,
my thing,
just in case you need it.
My thing is, what we know podcast. Look, late as ever. Now my thing is this. I've never found Hillary attractive ever.
And you don't have to.
Oh, okay. I haven't.
That's fine.
Anyway, we want to say nothing else. We want to live. Because Hillary make people disappear.
Okay.
She has done that now. I mean,
Let's say.
Word up. Okay, now we have a Cash App from Luke Hazley.
Oh.
Thank you, Luke Hazley. Thank you, Luke Hazley, for $5.
Okay.
Thank you, Luke Hazley. I am eternally grateful, and that $5 will go directly to her, minus the fees that Cash App charges. And since it's Luke Hazley, she gets the jingle or whatever.
The jingle?
Yeah, random select. I'm disturbed by what I just saw. What? I'm a Canadian-born Nigerian. Black David. I'm with Black David. What? I'm with Black David. Coach Keith said we go to hell. Queen Smiley Rule said, woo! And she's crying laughing. Stephen Day says, where y'all find these? Man, listen. Wow. That was you are so wrong. Yes, Black Man Unfiltered is wrong. Play it again. Is he holding a jug of milk? The guy in the wheelchair, is he holding a jug of milk? Oh, he needs some milk.
He needs some milk.
You guy, wait. Leave this right here. Leave it right here. See, listen, look, from Jay Blanco.
Hold on.
You guy, ring
Listen.
for that.
You leave.
Shut up, cop.
You leave.
That was sick. Yeah, man. That's disturbing. What DLC has to say about it? Laura Bush is the only one with a body. Laura Bush, damn.
Oh Lord, damn.
Yeah, right?
Oh my Lord.
Michelle, I mean, I saw Michelle, but I was like, ooh, yeah. Laura Bush, though? Yeah.
See, I see the person. Oh God. Oh,
no. Yes, no. Going to hell for that video. Luke Cage says we're all going to hell.
I know, right? He is going to a scholarship straight down. Oh my God.
Thank you. Laura Bush looks like the quick old man.
Y'all stop it. Y'all
she does.
Stop it.
Listen, these presidents do not marry pretty women, except Obama. But Michelle needed her teeth fixed. So why she didn't get braces before he got in the office, I don't know.
I thought Jackie Kennedy was pretty.
All right, yeah, Jackie O, yep.
Yeah.
Yeah, I agree with that. I agree. Back to the subject, public shaming. People, for real, this is how we are. Like when she and I are either on the phone, especially when we're in person, it's a fucking movie.
Okay.
We'll sit there and clown with each other and talk all day. We'll talk and clown with each other all day. It's like you could just sit a camera in front of the two of us and sit and make a motion picture. You could.
Okay.
That was kind of sexy though, in a chicken wing kind of way.
Chicken wing kind of way.
JT.
Horrible.
God, JT, man.
Exactly.
Thank you, Freezy.
Oh my Lord. So
anyway, we're gonna drop the link. It's 9:20 or 8:20, depending on where you are, or 10:20, depending on where you are.
Okay. Yeah.
well, Luke Casely, not all siblings. I mean, we know people like she's had boyfriends who got jealous of our relationship because they weren't close to their siblings like this.
Yeah.
Casey says that's how siblings act. Not all of them. I mean, in my experience, a lot of people don't deal with their siblings. I don't know why, but
yeah,
we looking at them like, what's wrong with y'all?
I see some things, but you gotta see it again.
Yeah, some things, but you just gotta see it. Yeah, that's true, Clean Smiley. That's true.
Listen, I'm telling you, you never know what to expect on this show, Henry. You never know what to expect.
Yeah, you never know what to expect. I got a special guest, Arshawn, here, who finally was able to catch an episode of my show. I don't know what he's gonna think after this. I really don't know. Honestly, don't know. Hopefully, he'll hit the StreamYard cam up and give us his opinion on public shaming. Anyone else out there? If you knew your siblings, you'd understand why. If you knew our siblings, you'd understand why. Probably so, Arshawn. Probably so. We just dropped the StreamYard link. If you guys want to cam up and tell us what you think of public shaming, I think it's a ruse. Unless you're talking about kids. Kids, you should not be publicly shaming. You should not.
Yeah, I don't think, kids.
4 sisters, 1 brother. It gets crazy. Yeah, I bet. I mean, 4 sisters. That means there's 5 girls in that family, Luke Ainsley? Right. Your parents had 6 kids. Man, 1 boy. Poor fella.
Listen, if I was her boyfriend, I would have put a hit on your crazy and say, yo, that is horrible. Horrible.
DL Saint joins.
How are you, DL?
What's good? I'm all right. Y'all wilding though. I having a good old time.
Wait, hold on, DL. You said it yourself. It's full contact over here.
Y'all are not playing, bro.
No. Girl shows up in my dream.
I need to gear up. And for the record, bro, I wasn't saying Bush is fine. She has a body. She has a body. She killed somebody. Y'all talking about Hillary.
Yeah.
Y'all talking about Hillary.
That's true.
I got you.
That's true. She did run somebody over and walk.
Y'all sitting over here talking about, I don't know about that deal, her body. I'm like, ugh, gross. Huh?
Yeah.
She ran somebody over?
Yeah.
Yeah. She caused an accident that led to a teenager's death.
Right. So did one of them Kennedys. The one who's actually in office. Like he killed.
Man, one of the Kennedys off their own. And then
he killed a girl, dropped off that bridge. Goes home, takes a shower, then tells the cops, hey, I don't know what happened.
He said, you know my last name? Y'all know my last name? Y'all know what it is? That's what he told him.
Yeah, one of them Kennedys. Like, it was one of those things, it's like, it's obvious he killed this woman.
Right, yeah.
It is so obvious he killed this woman.
Right.
Yeah, Ted. Thank you. Thank you,
Kennedy.
Moreno. Ted Kennedy. It is so obvious he off that chick. It's crazy.
Wow.
But he's a Kennedy. The Kennedy family is the closest thing we have to American royalty.
I mean, we got that in the hood. You kill somebody if you peanutting them people. That's peanutting them people.
Well, yeah, that's true.
Okay. What up, Rob?
No, yeah, what up, Rob? Now, the public shaming, right? I brought up 2 examples. One was Lizzo, and that's an example. I brought her up as an example of a person who brings it on herself and then jumps back and plays the victim. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? Like Ari Spiel said, she looks like the shit emoji. And if we could bring that thumbnail back up again so we can have a good look, if our admin is on point and is paying attention and is on task, she'll bring. There we go.
Woo.
Now, Ari Spears says she looks like the shit emoji. I am inclined to agree.
Man, it's close. I'm
trying to tell you, just with pink shit on.
Quit.
Stop it. Yeah, she look like somebody been eating sprinkled donuts.
Shushu, let me ask you this though. Everybody's talking about Lizzo body positivity. Shushu, for real. What's up with that? Is that what women strive to look like?
It's not what women strive to look like, but it's what women look like and what women and bottom line is they don't want to lose the weight. And so what it says is instead of pressuring a woman to lose the weight, accepting herself for the weight that she's at or where she is and embracing it. So that's what Lizzo represents to a lot of women who are overweight. Like, hey, this is who I am. I'm embracing it.
Now, so how about now that you embraced it, why don't you get in the gym and get healthy.
How about you just start getting in the kitchen and eat healthy? Just start there.
Let's start there.
Yeah, well, see, here's the thing. If there was more emphasis on health, I think after a while, it would like start to like really like sit in.
No, but there is pressure.
A lot of the antics that she's doing is out of rebellion because she has so many people coming at her like, oh, that's not sexy. Oh, like that's, that's nasty, it's unattractive. And she's like, oh,
man. Can I have permission? Can I have permission to play one of my buttons? Request permission to play one of my buttons.
Go ahead.
Because somebody talking a lot of shit and I didn't know. Hold on, let me find this button for you. That ain't the one I wanted to play. I did not know.
She has done stand-up comedy before.
Oh yeah, I'm a stand-up comedian
in New York.
I'm a stand-up comedian.
An actual stand-up comedian. Yeah.
But listen though, I didn't know people talk that much shit. Really, I didn't know that
I didn't know they stacked shit that high.
When you say all that kind of stuff about being fat, oh, just bring me 15 Big Macs and a couple of Whoppers because I'm rebelling. Get the hell out of here, girl. Come on. Y'all said we going full contact, right? We full go, right? We full go up in here, right?
We'll go.
I'm sorry, you should be shamed for that. Because if you living in Eastern Europe or if you're living in South America, you living in Asia, you getting shamed for that. Only place I can think is Samoa is where they're not going to shame you for that.
Right. Because everybody's big over there. Yeah. And the world class, and Noble from the world class says that Lizzo is built like a quilt in the corner. I'm looking at it, man. I mean, that chick. When you look at it with clothes on, though, he's kind of right. Because you look at her with clothes on, when she wears brown, she looks like a sack of potatoes. She's built like a sack of potatoes. I mean, just lumps everywhere.
Something you just said, Mandrell, like in Samoa, she wouldn't be shamed because the people there are over.
It's the culture.
It's the culture. Like in Asia and certain other like European countries, they couldn't market her because like she doesn't reflect the culture. Like, nobody's going to buy that. But over here, like that's what I was, saying earlier, like they can market her as a sex symbol because so many people over here are overweight. And then it ties into the whole body positivity culture because it's like she represents a lot of women who just don't want to lose weight. And she's embracing it like, hey, I'm big, but I'm still beautiful. I'm still sexy.
So okay, here's my pushback on that. Because they went out and they publicly shamed Lululemon into making fat people clothes. Lululemon wasn't in the business of making fat people clothes. And I'm not trying to be mean out there. I'm just saying we're having this conversation.
Here's why Lululemon is not in the business of making fat people's clothes. Fat people do not wear athletic gear. I own an athletic apparel company. I know this. Fat people don't buy athletic wear. They don't. They're not in the gym. Otherwise, it wouldn't be fat. So why would I make clothes for people who don't wear it?
Right. Yeah.
Because you got shamed into it.
I didn't.
No. I'm just saying that we're back on Lululemon. They got shamed into it. Now, if it's okay for society to go after Lululemon and shame them into making clothes for let's say plus size. I'm gonna be politically correct right now. Plus size women.
Fat women.
Thank you.
Please.
Here's the thing. I grew up. I grew up. I'm an old dude, right? I'll be 52 this year. I'm an old man. Back in the day, when my mom and them wanted to wear Jordache, if you wanted to have the look, y'all want to know better. That's why your brother laughed because he remembered this shit. Right. You had to lose weight to get into your Jordache. It only went up to a certain waist size.
Right.
And that was part of getting people, motivated to lose the weight. And girls would be like, girl, I got into these Jordache. I was a little kid. I'm sitting there watching them, listening to these women brag about how they lost the weight. They bought the pants and then they lost the weight so they could wear the pants.
Right.
You know what I mean? So now we're going to be, all right, well, I'm not going to lose the weight. I'm just going to go make Lululemon, make the clothes bigger so I can still wear them. And here's the thing, because I got into this with my own family. I did a video about a plus size woman who was talking reckless about her fit husband. Mm-hmm. Right. And I was like, listen,
human form.
You telling me that I hate women. You know what I'm saying? You telling me I hate women because I'm telling this woman she needs to lose weight because the Center of Disease Control says if you don't, you're going to die an early painful death and you're causing more money. We got to spend more money to keep you around. it's like you dragging down the entire healthcare system. We get like we get some bug that goes around. It's like it's the flu on steroids, and old folks and fat folks just dropping left and right. But you know what I'm saying? I'm a bad guy because I'm telling you what's good for you. But you're a good guy by encouraging them to kill themselves slowly. I don't understand that.
I don't either. No, DL. First of all, Noble says Lizzo weighs 100 pounds more than me, and I played football.
Wow.
Thank you, Noble.
Shout out to Brother World Class.
Yes.
Okay.
Luke Hazley said in her last comment, which is hilarious, my husband would lose any desire to be intimate with me if I lost my human form.
Good point.
One can be overweight, but morbidly obese is totally different. That's absolutely correct, Luke Hazley. And I'm happy that you decided to stay in your human form for your husband. Thank you. Human form. Let's be real. That's what it looks like. I mean,
yeah. And it's funny because what's her name? Lori Harvey. Like, it was this whole big thing because she lost weight for what's his name? Michael
B. Jordan.
B. Jordan, yeah. And like, women were like coming at her because they were like, "Oh, then how you gonna lose weight? Well, man, hey, listen, she's trying to stay attractive for him.
You don't know me." That whole thing.
Hey,
you don't know me. I can't even do it
right. You don't.
Roll your neck.
You don't own me.
Yeah, that part right there.
Oh, I can't wait. I can't wait to see that meme. That meme's coming. That meme's coming soon. Can't wait to see that.
Oh my Lord! Black man probably gonna make it one too.
Oh, he working on it right now.
Own me.
He in the lab right now. Oh, Black man, put her on a one shot. Put her on a single screen and have her do it one more time. We need that one. We need that one.
Yeah, do it.
We need that one.
Come on, put it on the big screen.
I'll pay for that. Y'all gotta send that to me. I'll pay for that. I'll pay royalties.
Put Shushu on the big screen. All right. Let's put Shushu on the big screen right now.
And have her do one more.
Oh my Lord.
There we go, girl. And action.
You don't own me. Huh. Think this is. Okay.
Perfect. We are a rap on Shushu. Yay, everybody. We are a rap.
I'm a strong, independent woman. I don't need no man, okay? You know what I mean? You know how many degrees I got? All right? I got a doctor's degree, associate doctor's degree, advanced doctor's degree, and almost doctor's degree. You know what I mean? They don't know nothing about me.
Almost doctor's degree.
That's right. You got that too.
Y'all know, listen, you know I spend a lot of time in LA, right? Y'all know I spend, real talk, y'all know I spend a lot of time in LA, right? Mm-hmm. I am a filmmaker, like, girl, look, we doing something. We doing something. We doing something. We gotta, man, we gonna do a film short. I don't care what it is, we gonna do a film short. I'll get back to you and your brother on that.
I'm an actress, so like, you know, I'm down to do it.
I know you're an actress because as soon as I said action, she went right to it and cut. Like, okay, we a rap on Shushu, yay! You know what I mean? Let's give it her. There we go, rap on Shushu, yay! Now go to your trailer. You know what I mean? Eat you some free food. Don't you know what I mean?
Right.
Take, you know, y'all know how it is.
The craft services.
Oh boy.
Okay.
Yeah.
Boy.
But, okay, now I brought up Lewinsky. I think that one was a bit much, though. That's
that
my
was
thing
it.
with that was a bit.
That was the take. That was the take. I'm telling you, that was it. That was the take.
That was the take.
What do you mean? What do you mean? That was a take.
That was the take. That was it. That was the one. That one's gonna make it. That ain't gonna get edited out. That one's gonna make it right there. I'm telling you, that's the thing.
Oh, Lord.
Yeah, I brought up Monica Lewinsky because that's an example. In my opinion, the public shame was going to come whether she wanted it or not. Look at what she did. Look at it. It got out. Okay, but I thought that was a bit strong, though. I mean, they went on and on and on with that chick, and she can't find a job. Couldn't find a job. I'm like, God, look, all right, enough. You know,
that was a different era, though. That was a different era, man. And she brought down some very powerful political people. You talking about the Clintons?
Like, she didn't bring them down. Clinton's doing all right. Hillary brought them down, if anybody did. I mean, let's be real.
A woman on Steve Harvey was complaining that her husband
You know
lost 60 pounds. Oh wow.
Hey man, some dudes like them thick. I mean, I'm not in that category, but you know, hey, he's in the right country if he like them thick.
Here's one guy underneath me.
Oh Lord.
Old Dusty.
Oh, look at his name. Oh, God.
He actually is a fan of plus size women.
Absolutely not.
Yeah.
Oh,
You know,
that would be a no.
I mean, listen, DL, if there's ever been anybody on YouTube who's sing the praises of fit women, unlike that right there. Look at that, Dusty.
Man.
What do you think that, man? Look.
Is that you reading the newspaper?
No, it's not.
okay.
That's Aries Spears, man. Come on. Now, I mean, public shaming. What do you think of it? Do you think people like Lizzo, who in my opinion bring it on themselves, should be publicly shamed? And how far is too far, man? Like in the case of Monica Lewinsky.
Right.
That was too much.
Yeah.
In my opinion. That was too much.
Right.
Unfortunately, one thing I preach out here in these dusty streets is it too much to tell people the truth. Like when a woman says, do I look fat in this? No.
Now, first off, if you're married and your lady, you should have stopped her and got her in the gym and on a plant-based diet long before you got to that point. Come on, man. What are we doing? Ladies, what are you doing? Really? You're asking us to accept that? Stop playing and then stay faithful to you? Stop playing. I mean, the sad part is if you're married to the guy, he has no choice. He has to stick to his vows. Why would you talk to a man like that?
No, he doesn't.
No, he doesn't.
Yeah, he does. I mean, if you cheat, look, you cheat on her, she divorces you, she get half your shit.
That's fine.
Keep her. Oh, wow. Ladies, you heard it here first on Unapologetic with Mandrell, of course, and that one. Now,
See there.
men are okay with losing half their shit to get get rid of you and be with a fit woman. That's how fed up men are.
That's a fair deal.
See? Yeah, what do you think? It's a
I
fair.
only need half my stuff for half the size of the woman. I'm just saying.
Hey, bro. I mean, it's like everything else, man. There's a lot of layers to this, bro. There's a lot of layers.
There are.
Yeah, I move over there in the manosphere space, man. I move on the other side of YouTube, man, where them gray boys at and over there. You know what I mean? Listen to these dudes, and here's the thing: they don't get access like that. Right, so I mean, it's really hard for the average dude, right? Kevin Sam said this all, rest in greatness to Kevin. He said this all the time. Average women don't even look at average men. So if you got a guy who gets this woman who may have been a little thick when he met her, and then she blows up, he really just wants that sexy access. I mean, that access to, her. We call it Foxy Brown over in my world. He want the Foxy Brown. So he'll deal with it because that's what he's gonna get, and he knows that the rest of those women ain't looking at him. He's like, well, at least I got this one. You know what I mean? Now, what my brother O was talking about over here, it makes sense. When you get to a point where you done build yourself up a little bit more as a man, it's like, you know what? I'll go ahead and give up half of what I got because I'm going to shake right back, get that right back. And I'm going to go ahead and get me what I really want. Be it got to use my passport or whatever. I'm going to get what I really want. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And then I'm going to go ahead and just chalk it up.
And my thing with the passport bros, like, I don't understand why people have so much pushback and smoke for them dudes. I don't get it.
Because they come back with attitudes. I remember the first time I went to Medellin and came back, man, you couldn't tell me nothing, man. I was like a blonde or something. I'm walking around here looking at people like, who is you? I couldn't see nobody. When I got back from Medellin the first time, I couldn't see nobody for like a month. Man, who you talking to, man? Leave me alone. I'm sitting here just thinking about my time in Poblado. You know what I mean? So the women were beautiful and they were feminine and they were all after us. I mean, shit, I got game, but you ain't even need it. I could have left my game at home. So,
number one, you're Americano and you're Negro. So, yeah.
Using your special forces Spanish. Yeah, that ain't left you. You know what I'm saying? 18 Spanish.
It don't leave forever. You know what I'm saying? Some of it stays. Oh, my God.
I ain't mad at you.
Huh?
Messy as hell, man. It's being messy as hell. Yeah.
Terrible. That's right. That's right. You gotta hit the pop one time.
Hey, where the ladies at? Y'all gonna leave Sister Shushu up here, the fenders all off on her own. Where your support at, girl? You better call in some reinforcements.
You don't understand. I ain't scared of you motherfuckers.
I ain't scared of you, okay? That's right.
A couple of them are at the buffet. Don't close till 11, so
Damn.
give them 15, 20 minutes.
Open until 11.
Increase of demand. If you hadn't been outside lately,
I haven't.
Golden Corral in Compton. Golden Corral in Compton probably open till 11.
Damn. All right, JT. What you got on the on the topic, man? About the public shaming and whatnot. I say children. No public shaming. Teenagers, you know better. So keep it at a minimum. A nice chewing out would be all right. And sometimes the occasional ass whooping. Because at that age, especially with boys, you know what I'm saying? We get beside ourselves. Because you get in that, people call it the rebellious phase. But what it is actual human nature. We're males. When we're mammals. We like to think we're not animals, but we are. At that age, we challenge shit. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? That's really what it is. We're in that challenge phase of life. You know what I'm saying? We test shit out. All that testosterone flooding the body. Right. Now we want to, you know what I'm saying, walking around here growling and shit. So but keep it reasonable. Adults, free for all. You're an adult, sink or swim. I'm very Darwinist about that. Survival of the fittest. When it comes to adults,
you got to understand. Well, there's no human being more crueler than children.
That's because they don't know anything, though.
I'm saying, but when we talk about public shaming, you got to think about it in school, man. I know in my school, you have to learn a dozen. By the time I got to be an adult, I was kind of surgical with it.
Yeah.
So it started as a child.
I remember that growing up, you had to learn the dozens. You had to get in Atlanta, they call it joning. You know, I don't know what they call it in Baltimore. I mean, them niggas just shoot. That's all it is, John. Niggas up there just shoot.
Yeah, they I mean, you gotta understand, Baltimore and DC, that's where some of your most funniest comedians come from. So
in New York, they call it
snapping. Chicago and Detroit.
New York, they call it snapping.
Cincinnati, they call it capping. Yeah. They call it capping in Cincinnati.
Detroit, we call it capping too.
That's the Midwest. Yep.
So that we learned it from elementary school. Yeah. So when you talk about the way that they're talking about public shaming and stuff now, like when you had what's the gooey raccoon name?
Gooey raccoon.
What's the guy? The gooey raccoon.
Gooey raccoon.
Shout out to Corey Holcomb for calling him that. That's what he called Aries.
Hey, look, y'all get off Aries, man. I like Aries. Y'all get off Aries, man. I like Aries, man.
I mean, I never liked his comedy. He's always been kind of it's dark.
Yes,
it's not funny to me.
Yes, it is. You're in the army, right?
Yes.
You're a soldier, goddammit. What do you mean you don't understand dark humor? That's all you heard coming up.
You're not. No, I don't like it as far as his. I don't have. Now this is the thing. With saying that, I don't really have a issue with Aries Spears. I just don't like his comedy.
Gotcha, no problem, man. I'm picking at you, but
yeah, I just don't like his. I just don't like his comedy. That's all it is. But
that's fair
him
enough.
Talking about Lizzo,
it's not your flavor, it's not your flavor. That's fair enough.
Yeah, but him talking about Lizzo shouldn't have. I mean, what is it a issue? The issue is not him talking about it. The issue is the repercussion that came behind it. You know, she got her little hive with her, just like Beyonce got her little hive. You talk about them, you got to expect the heat to come from you. So that's all it is. He's a comedian. So at the end of the day, you being a comedian, you know what it is.
Yeah.
You out here. Mm-hmm. You out here. You off the porch. So it's not really it's not even him making the comment or shit, he made more than a comment. Then he did a whole hookup on.
It's gonna be a bit, but he also talked about himself too.
Yeah.
I mean, he always do.
Right.
That's why I said I don't have an issue with what he did. It's just the fact that he had to be able to understand that this is where that smoke is.
Yeah.
You know, once you start bringing it to people like her, now you got to deal with all her little minions, and you got to deal with all these people that call themselves taking up for him. I have no problem with public shaming.
Mm-hmm.
I don't have a problem with public shaming, but you got to understand that there's repercussions that come behind it. That's all it is.
Because
You better know who you trying to public shame.
Yeah, but here's the thing: if it's an adult, I don't give a fuck. If
I don't
I'm gonna do it. You had it coming. If you had it coming, you had it coming. JT, you know that about me. If they got it coming, they got it coming, and I'm gonna give it to them.
But is it really public shaming and when you on your own little platform saying
no,
but you
I don't think it's public
about
shame. Well, some people call it that, like internet bullying or cyberbullying or whatever. That doesn't exist.
Well, hold on.
What?
Does trolling count as shaming?
No,
trolling is the solution of all problems.
No.
And by the way,
trolling, you just
you're
like a little gnat. You're a gnat. People gotta flick you away. You just like a little, get your ass away from here, Dust. The hell's wrong with you?
Okay.
Oh, Dusty.
God damn it. Get your dusty ass. Get off me. That's all it is.
All right.
I mean,
so,
you know.
Noble from the world class. What do you have to bring it to the topic, man? I mean, what do you say to the public shaming? Because I'm going to bring up another one after you go, and I want to hear everyone's opinion on this. What I'm going to bring up.
When you say public shaming, what you mean?
See a Bill Clinton answer. Did I just go over this issue with Bill? Define sex.
Should like the government, should society be involved in it? That's what you're saying?
Yeah, I mean, just embarrassing people and shaming people in public. Yeah,
Well, if you think about that, if that's the answer, then how did it work out for us males? With brown skin.
Yeah.
How did it benefit? Yeah.
Say it again.
You said, how did it benefit us?
How did it work out for us males, us brown skin males in this country? Because we get publicly shamed for shit we ain't even do, let alone what we did do.
Yep. Didn't work out too well, did it? No.
And another thing I want to say is that Lizzo looked like she need to get a rolling start to get out the couch. You know how they got to move before.
Yeah, they got.
You gotta make the grunt sound.
Grab my hand, baby.
Grab my hand, baby.
Yeah.
On 3, 1.
And they make that grunt like this the last push for until she get off the toilet. I can't take it.
Okay, yeah. And Luke Casey says the sad thing about the shaming is that the hyenas came after him with pretty powerful evidence that could destroy him.
Right. I
was gonna bring that up. Mm-hmm. That's gonna be the next thing I brought up. Okay. Thank you, Luke Casey. This whole new thing that came up with him and Tiffany Haddish.
Right.
Number one, that was an exploitation. That wasn't. Here's my opinion about it. Okay, the parents signed off on it. They made sure everybody understood what I hadn't seen the skit, by the way, so I don't know.
When you see it, it'll change your mind. That's bad.
It's bad, Noble?
It's horrible.
Straight up distasteful at best. At best.
It shouldn't have been recorded.
It's horrible.
Horrible. It's no funny. It's not good writing. It's nothing.
There was nothing funny about it at all.
It's not even. It's cornier than white people comedy. It's at best. It's horrible.
Ooh,
it's bad.
I stand corrected then. I mean,
it's really bad. It's
but you know what?
Corny comedy.
You know, coming out of Hollywood, everything is white people comedy now, because everything's about the bag, and they have terrible writers. Right? There's no one who cares about the art. Like, because Brother JT, he hit on it when he was talking about, Brother Spears. His style of comedy is very abrasive. He's not a likable guy. Now, you look at someone like Bill Burr. right? When Bill Burr, same subject matter. Brilliant. It's gonna make you laugh. It's gonna make you think. Everyone's talking about it. I see more reaction videos to Bill Burr than any other comedian that I know. Right, and it's across the board. You know what I mean, as far as communities go. But Aries ain't that guy. He got out there. He's good at what he does. I mean, he's a comedian's comedian. There's a different way that I look at him versus everyone else. It's like, it's like the way a basketball player really watches basketball at the highest level.
Yeah.
Right. Yeah. So, but like, there's a lot of trash coming out of Hollywood right now, and it's all because the gatekeepers are pushing people who have no talent. You have writers. You have like this nepotism thing, and above all that, y'all know how it works in Hollywood. If you're really trying to get somewhere, let me just put it this way: Harvey Weinstein wasn't the only one.
Right.
And no one's talking about the dudes who were making these offers to other dudes in Hollywood. Mm-hmm. No one wants to talk about those stories. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean?
Everybody got upset.
Terry Crews tried to come out and talk about that. Like,
Terry Crews.
Yeah, shut his ass down.
Yeah, they were like, how you gonna get a sexually assaulted by another man? Like, you know what I mean? Like, but y'all understand that?
Well, he did it. Yeah, it wasn't a big effort to get him shut down. Like what they were prepared to do to Terry Crews, it didn't even have to be done because the people already started. Especially black men already started on him already. So it was like they was about to do it. It was like, wait a minute, hold on. Right. Everybody back up.
Right. Like, no, we ain't worry about this one.
Lower your weapons. This is easy work here.
And real talk about Crews. Crews was gonna hurt. Crews was gonna do something to that dude for real. When it popped off, it was his wife that came in and really saved the day because Crews would have destroyed that man, and that'd have been it. We never would have heard anything else about Terry Crews.
Well, you never would have heard anything about me either, regardless of what my wife says. You don't grab my junk. Fuck the money. Fuck the career. I'm
not defending it, but I'm just saying that's how it went down. I'm with Brother Mandrell, but we are different type dudes.
Yeah,
I would venture to say that every man on this panel right now would have handled that a little bit differently because it would have been so fast. There would have been no pause.
I'd have let the man hold his.
I'd have put a juggler veins by his shoes.
Yeah, by shoes. Yeah, what you say, brother? What you say, Brother Noble? What was that?
I'll put a jugular vein by his shoes.
Jugular vein by his shoes. Damn, yeah.
Like I said, full contact in this room. I think I'm gonna come back, y'all. I think I done found me a home. Y'all crazy up in this joint.
I'm telling you, man. Well, here's the thing: you don't just grab a man by his junk and then a woman goes, "No, don't do it." Listen, if I'm married, don't stand in my way. If that happens to me, you don't want to be in the way of that. Because that's coming regardless. I don't care what nobody. You're not talking me out of that.
So that's why. But that's the reason why when you actually look at it, it didn't have to. Nothing had to happen to Terry Crews. The people was against him, so they was just like, all right.
But to the topic of the conversation, I'm sorry, but to the topic of the conversation, that man who took that action, that bold action against Brother Crews, how come he didn't get publicly shamed? We ain't heard nothing about it.
But no.
I was gonna ask that. I don't even know that dude's name.
Yeah. Yeah,
and no one will. I can find out his name for you because he's probably still one of the gatekeepers out there. He's still doing his thing.
So. Yeah.
I mean, you want to talk about rumors? I'm pretty sure everyone heard the rumors about Will Smith.
Right.
Yeah.
Exactly. They ain't rumors. Like that whole Will and Jada thing. I was out there. I was watching Jada do her thing. That was Hollywood's worst kept secret. I saw it.
I heard a lot of people say that.
It was all good. That's Hollywood land. That's how they get down. It's not a big thing.
Right.
You know what I mean? So, but those stories, they make that indecent proposal all the time. All right, bro. You want to be the next A-lister? You want to be worth $500 million? Let me do this. And then I guarantee it. And they ain't playing. They will do it. Say what you want about Weinstein, but he held up his end of the bargain.
Yeah, he did. He did.
Now, why isn't Weinstein still being roasted? Like, say, a Monica Lewinsky. I find what Weinstein did to be particularly egregious. You know what I'm saying? What Monica Lewinsky did with Bill Clinton, that's normal shit. People do that all the time. Women fool around with married men all the time. It's wrong, but still, so women have been.
I don't know.
Is that true though?
I don't know what he did was. This is my thing. I don't know what he did was actually egregious.
Okay.
If that's the case, then there'd be a lot of people that should more than Weinstein. There should be some females that should be in prison also.
So you're saying
put on spot.
Let's say your daughter, Daddy, guess what happened? This movie producer, I was going to the bathroom on my way back. He stopped me in the hallway, whips out his whistle, and starts jerking off. And when he climaxed, he shot his load into a plant.
That would have been her last day in Hollywood.
See?
But you can't be waiting no 18 years.
Listen, I ain't in Hollywood for that. I could go down the street in Times Square. Like I never forget, I was working at a store in Times Square, and I was like, I was closing the registers, and like I was on the same radio as like security, and one of the managers got on, and she was like, "Hey, security, can I have someone come down here? There's a homeless man in the window jerking off."
Yeah, that was over the speakers. That was over the loudspeakers.
On the radio.
Oh, okay.
It was like you ain't, and then I mean, it'd be people jerking off on the train all the time, so you ain't necessarily got to go to Hollywood for that.
But you know the difference though, sis. You know the difference though, right? Y'all got to say all the words in New York, but in LA, there's like, oh, we got a code 17. We got a code 17.
Right.
They got codes for it, yeah.
Because it's that often.
But New York, it's New York though, man.
Like that's a part of the culture.
Exactly.
It's the same way in New York though. It's a part of the culture. That's why I love New York, the Northeast in particular. Period. Even where Noble is in Baltimore.
We the South.
So deliciously evil.
We the first southern state. We detached from them.
Yeah, Baltimore. That's the dirty South right there, boy. Y'all better know.
Right there. That's the beginning. The basic Dixie line. There you go. It's right there.
Right there. What you brothers know about that dirty South?
There's a guy. New York's the only place I can know. You can walk out your door. You go to the subway. There's a guy laying flat on the floor with his pants all the way down to his ankles with his ass out, which means his cock is on the naked floor. Okay, that's hilarious. You get on the train, there's a guy in a white t-shirt with his nuts hanging out his jeans. I mean, and he sleeps.
That's why I don't go to New York.
I hate New York.
Hey, this is why I don't go to New York. I got to go in October. I'm starting to have second thoughts right now. Man, you're going to make me cancel. I'm about to cancel on some shows. Like, man, I don't know if I can make it out there, bro.
Yeah, then you go downtown to go to 42nd Street, Times Square, right? There's a scaffolding up there. My sister sends me a picture. 7 o'clock in the morning. She's like, and she sends it to me. She's like, why? I look at it, I was like, why is he naked? Like she and I are so callous to this behavior. I was like, why is he naked? There's a guy on the scaffolding, butt naked, spewing out a manifesto, telling me he's gonna kill himself. It's in the winter in New York.
I have a 5-day minimum over that way.
I'm just saying, look, it's in the winter in New York, JT. So it's cold. I mean, why? My only question to her was, why is he naked?
He was probably on bath salts or something. Like he had to be. I was like,
emotional, damn it.
Exactly.
Why is it? The people like that. When it comes to stuff like that, I think those people should be publicly shamed.
They crazy, man. They need help. That's different.
Yeah, everybody was smoking the same thing at one time in New York. It was just
the same pipe.
They all end up smoking the same shit.
Bro, New York is wild, man.
I got to get debriefed when I leave there. I ain't gonna even lie,
bro. It's two cities in the world I hate. It's New York and DC.
How do you hate New York? How do you hate New York? New York is a theme park, Noble. It's a theme park.
There's too many
people. The Baltimore hate DC thing, and DC hate Baltimore.
We can't stand DC. I can't stand DC. I don't like their music. I don't like what they. I don't like. They be saying.
How can you hate Go-Go?
I can't stand them.
Like Go-Go.
How can you hate Go-Go?
They say crazy stuff. I don't like them. I can't take them.
I like Baltimore House and Go-Go.
Yeah. I
rock with
like house
I rock with all of it.
I like house music.
Congratulations to our senior.
Okay, so hey, look, you see that right there, right?
Congratulations.
That's what's up, Go Pac. Listen, I went to New York when we used to. My godmother moved to Brooklyn, so I went to New York in the summer. Never in my life have I been that hot. Baltimore is pretty humid. Oh my God, it was like 197 degrees. I couldn't breathe. It was like the heat was jumping off the buildings and then punched me in my face. And I just wanted to fight the entire time I was there. I hated it. I would never go to New York. Never go to New York on my own on purpose.
Yeah,
I never.
try living in Houston.
And so what you do is you go to somebody.
Occasionally.
No, here's the thing. Here's what you do, Noble. You go there by yourself and you go to Central Park in Manhattan, right? And next time you feel like that, just punch somebody at random in the face. Anybody.
I was only 13. I was only like 13, 14. They fucked me up.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
You weren't ready at the time. You weren't ready.
But you know what? This is why y'all can't fuck with Mandrell. Did y'all just hear that? Go to the nicest part of New York. Go up to Central Park, right?
And punch
somebody as hard as you can in the face. Bro, that is a Class A felony in every state that I know.
Yes, but no one's gonna lock you up for it.
And you will get a buck.
No one's gonna lock you up for that.
Please believe. Everybody carry knives there.
Yeah.
Shushu got one right now.
Exactly.
Shushu got one in her cheek.
I was gonna say pull it out, but it starts.
Shushu got the razor.
Right.
She got the razor.
Yeah.
Brooklyn's in the house. You know what I mean?
Hey, yo.
That's
like, son, that ass like talk to me nice, man. Guy had with all of that beat.
That's right.
The guy without that beat.
I had with all of that. Were you stupid?
Run that math, son.
Right. Stupid.
Run your math, son. You know what I'm saying? I know that.
Right.
Guy had beat. That ass serious right now?
Right. That ass.
Yeah.
Yo, son, he bugging, son. Yo, son, they bugging over here, son. Like, oh, bro.
That crazy, son. Like, what are you talking about?
Mad crazy. They say we talk funny. Like, we be like, man, go on, son, with that. Man, what you talking about, bro? You know what I mean? What you? Right. He bugging over here, son. Ain't no better in L.A. What's up, cuz?
Right.
Yeah, ain't no better. What's up, cuz? You know what it is, cuz? Like, man, please, I'm trying to go to 7-Eleven.
Go to the store right now. Go get a candy bar.
There it is, bro. Get my eat on, cuz. What's up, cuz? Get my eat on.
What time we be at?
Right.
What's up, Marcus? Now, the public shaming. I've never like. I never like watching parents whoop their children in public. I've never liked that.
No.
But like I said, when it comes to this here, though, god damn. God, just look at that. Look at that. Pull it back up.
But I tell you what, though, I know one person, but I know one person in the chat that'll rock that out. That's my favorite devil dog right there, Marcus, man. Them devil dogs will rock out anything, man. He get an angle on her. He might throw out his back or something.
I mean, that's auntie. She got an auntie body. That's all it is.
He got 3 auntie bodies right there, bro. What kind of family y'all got?
Buddy.
But Aries Spears,
hey, they got those aunties over here.
You know, like a funeral director, though. Nobody want to talk about that part.
Who?
What's that? Say it again.
Like a funeral director.
He does. That's the sad part.
Who was that?
He said Aries was like, Aries was like a funeral director. He does.
Yeah.
Yeah, he does. Man. After seeing that video, he looked exactly what it like. He wasn't acting.
He looked like he sneaks.
He was not acting.
He looked like he sneak eats Pop-Tarts in service. That's what he looked like.
Yeah.
Pop-Tarts.
It's ugly.
Why Pop-Tarts?
Like, I hate your face. That's all you can say to him. I hate you.
He looked like he only eats on one side because he like to talk while you eating. Like, you always don't talk to me while you eat, nigga. Just enjoy yourself.
See, y'all see them the type dudes make you not want to go to school. You know what I mean? Cause they know how them the dudes right there. Like, I ain't, man, I'm skipping, man. I'll be dumb. I don't even need it. I don't need an education. That nigga gonna say something to me. Make me think about my whole existence. Like, what did he say? You said you only chew on one side of your mouth, nigga. What?
That's why I said as far as like, you got to understand, that's why a lot of our comedians are actually good, because they had to deal with this type of shit.
Yes, sir.
You ain't got to be an athlete. You know, I mean, you don't have to be a comedian to, you know, to Joan or somebody. Shit, that's just, you know, being a comedian is a whole different science. But out there going in on somebody, that's what he had to be a doggone comedian. You see how he looked? And all you gotta do is go further and further back, even when he was young.
Bro, his old pictures, he looked completely different from how he look now.
Right.
He look.
Oh, he old
completely
now.
different.
He looks very weird now.
Horrible.
Yeah, when he was younger, I gotta agree. When he was younger, actually, that's when I liked his comedy because he did more impressions and everything like that. Anyway.
Well, he was making money back then, man. Life was good, so he was coming from a different place.
Yeah.
Hey,
right. Yeah.
Hey, I ain't mean to interrupt the show, y'all. Hey, we got I Seen Your Little podcast in the crib tonight, guys. We want to send a big shout out to him, man. It ain't easy, but he did it, man. And he had 1,000 subscribers tonight, bro. And we celebrate you, bro. I remember when he had 1 subscriber, bro. And and you done got to 1,000, man. I'm proud of you, bro. We love you over here at Black Man Unfiltered Network, bro. Keep up the good work, bro. You had 1,000 subscribers, my boy.
Congratulations.
Working his ass off, bro. Appreciate it.
It's hard work, boy. And look, I'm new to this world, man. It's hard work. My hat's off to anybody and everybody who out here getting that 1,000 subscribers.
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
It's a grind.
Work,
man, look.
It's a grind, bro.
I consider making a deal with the devil. I'm like, hello, Lucifer. What I got to do to get this 1,000?
Okay.
Right.
Yes, sir.
Which one of these
He wanted my soul. I said, nah.
Yeah, come on up to the podcast for a minute, man. Come on up, bro.
We ain't finna talk about his 1,000 subscribers. I want to get his take on the subject. This is my show, and we're gonna talk about what I want to talk about. He get to go over there and fuss and cuss and kick people off his show all the time. He'll never come over here and get on my panel. This is gonna be his first time on the panel of my show. This will be his first time. Look, when he first started, when podcast first started, I asked.
That's right. That's right. Call for your mama.
That's right. I asked this nigga 1,000,000 times.
Did y'all notice how? Did you notice
Never
how?
did. That's right.
You notice how Mandrell gave that look? Mandrell was like, he gonna have to come. This is my show. He looked like somebody else's. My show.
Yeah. It never would come up. In fact, here's what he did instead of like a true asshole. He decides to do his show same night and time as mine. Instead of just coming on the panel. No,
can't be scared of no little competition. Can't be scared of no little competition.
Do mine Wednesday, man. 8:30. 8:30. That's what I do my show.
Hey, much love to you. I See Your Little podcast, bro. Much love to you, man.
All right, cool. Stop sucking this dick. All right, now podcast.
Dumbass.
Thank you. On the topic tonight of public shaming.
That nigga's stupid, man.
Are you for or against public shaming? Yes or no? I mean, one or the other. Or are you for or against public shaming? And of course, we can hear you two. Thank you.
Say it again.
There you go. Okay.
But,
are you for?
Hold on, let me close this page out. Okay, there we go.
Oh, okay.
Shut the fuck up.
Thank you. Jesus. Now, are you for public shaming? You think it's all right? You're against it? Say, nah, we shouldn't do that. Or is it circumstantial, in your opinion?
Give me an example of public shaming.
Okay, now everybody's at Ari Spears' throat because of this whole what he said about Lizzo. All right, he said she looks like a shit emoji. I am inclined to agree. Now, in true hypocritical fashion, the people who didn't like what Ari Spears said start publicly shaming him. Right? And my sister and I, we love to watch a hypocrite bird. Look, we love it. We love it. Okay, and we publicly shame hypocrites. She and I. So. Another public shaming, Monica Lewinsky. She was publicly shamed for giving the ex-president William Bill Clinton a blowjob in the Oval Office. Now, to most women who are 23, 21 years old, that's a dream come true, whether the man's married or not. She got a life sentence for it. Public shaming. Couldn't get a job. She wrote a book, but he couldn't get a man.
But to correct you, it wasn't Monica Lewinsky that did it. It was Paula Jones that actually put it out there with her cock blocking ass.
Well, I mean, tomato. The woman,
surprise, motherfucker.
The woman was still publicly shamed.
Lewinsky just told her friend, and she was happy. She was an intern that was happy that she got some presidential meat.
Yes, in her mouth.
Paula Jones was the one that had put that shit out there because she wasn't getting none with her beak looking ass. That's where it actually came down to.
Yeah, that's what it came down to.
She was the one that told Monica to keep the dress.
Yes.
Let's hit a bill.
Yeah.
Yeah. Now, podcast. Monica Lewinsky. Everyone knows the story. That to me, that was when public shaming went too far. I'm like, that's too much. God damn. That's too much. You know what I'm saying? Even for a guy like me. That's too much, man. All right. Y'all ease up. Now, Ari Spears, I think all the people who are publicly trying to publicly shame him, I hope they burn in 7 hells. Okay. And they should be hung upside down by the balls. Now,
tell us how you really feel, bro.
Right, yeah, it's brutal.
So descriptive.
Wait, what just happened?
You don't want to know I got that idea.
Use all your adjectives for that.
So, podcast, what do you think? Public shaming, is it circumstantial? Because, I mean, we all see kids getting their ass up in grocery stores and the mall and whatnot. You know what I'm saying? You all right with it? Not all right with it? Or depends on the circumstances?
So, I think it depends on the circumstances, but I guess that would mean that I'm actually all right with it. You know what I'm saying? I think what's going on with Ari Spears, he's a celebrity, bro. He's ripe for for the pickings, if you ask me, just because you're out there like that. You know what I'm saying? You said something about somebody else, it's kind of applicable to you based on the way you're built. So I think, it was kind of like instant karma. I don't really pay attention to that. But as far as Monica Lewinsky goes, I just want to say this. Monica, you have always been my hero. I would have married you the day after. Okay? I'm just saying. I ain't one of those other people that spent a lot of time hating on you and all of that. You know what I'm saying? Like, you understood the assignment and you was ready to sub for the mission. And I don't know if you still single or not, but my lady is irritating me right now. So I'm just saying, give me a call. We might.
Holla.
Thank you for that. Thank you for that. I see your little podcast now. One more question before we get to whatever you got going on.
Yeah.
Now,
Whatever you got going on.
you are indeed bald, meaning you have no hair on your head. Why are you wearing a wave cap?
It's not a wave cap, man.
Do-rag, wave cap. Whatever. Why are you wearing that shit? You ain't got no hair.
I know. It's just a reminder for people that I'm probably not the person that you really want to fuck with like that.
That doesn't tell me that. That doesn't tell me that.
They come with black forces.
No, see, that Mandrell, you can't use you.
Okay.
You have not only do you have military training, but I've been in like karate classes since I was 2 years old training and shit. This motherfucker came out the womb with nunchucks. Okay. So you can't really compare yourself with what the average person is gonna say. This grown ass dude with this do-rag on, with them big ass shoulders, I probably don't want no smoke with him. You see what I'm saying?
Gotcha.
And I'm not gonna make fun of him for being bald headed.
Okay. So it's a deterrent, right? Okay.
It's also sexy to hood ratchet women too, and I love hood ratchet.
Fair enough. I mean, who doesn't like a hood chick every now and again?
Right.
Now,
that would be me.
Yeah, put me on that list, bro. Put me on the no list.
So now, little podcast yesterday, you were talking about 1,000 subscribers, and Black Man Unfiltered was on there for whatever the fuck reason, saying that, hey man, listen, you get to like 900 something, I'm gonna be there. We're gonna run a marathon to get you that 1,000. Blah 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 blah. Now he and I have both supported you from day one, from the moment we met you. I still don't know why, but I would like to say congratulations for making it 1,000 subscribers. There was a point in time where I remember you thinking that shit ain't gonna happen, and if it don't, I don't care. Blah 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 blah. blah. And then you started woofing.
That's a fact.
It was one of the instances that you was just on the line. You just woofing. Nobody wants to 1,000. They go over there with me. It's like, okay. Now look. You got people.
Boy, just be yourself. If people don't like you, if you're being yourself, fuck them.
Exactly. Now, see, as you see, you have support. Myself and Black Man Unfiltered and everyone on this panel, literally.
Now,
you know what I'm saying?
Now, before you say something else,
Congratulations.
Mandrell, congratulations to the podcast. There's one more thing I want your perspective on the podcast. Admin, can you go ahead and play it? Admin, can you go ahead and play it for us, please?
Oh Lord.
Put your mask on. Put your mask on. Put your mask on. Put your.
I want his perspective on this, and
what?
It really means a lot to me.
First of all, this ain't your show, is it? I'm mad you got my face next to it, bruh. Black man.
Yeah.
For the record, everybody, this is his doing. I didn't do that. He did that one.
My eyes.
Go ahead. Go. No, ain't nobody at risk below pod. Go ahead. You get help first.
Now, little podcast.
You going down first.
You are newly monetized. What say you to that you just saw?
Go ahead. Do it.
This is that bullshit too, right? I would just like to say that all people of America deserve the right to twerk and be twerked on, including those with dysfunctional limbs, and non-working limbs as well. I have nothing negative to say.
You sure? You want to see it again?
I don't.
You might think you don't. Maybe we should do it one more time. Play for one more time, just to see if you can find something negative.
It's the warm ass lemonade for me.
You're right. It's a lemonade.
That shit warm as shit.
Yo, how the fuck did that just get worse?
Exactly. Every
Right.
time you watch it gets worse, podcast.
Because you pick a limb to focus on each time. It gets worse and worse. I was looking at the right limb.
I mean, we don't have to see it again. I just want to make sure everybody else seen him move her out the way.
Yes.
Y'all so wrong, man. We all getting canceled. Little podcast just got monetized, about to get canceled. I was on somebody else's platform.
I didn't even realize she legitimately twerked on the way by.
Yeah, she did.
On the way to the back.
I can't do this with you.
And half the dudes in the chat will hit that.
That shit crazy.
Honey Barbecue that's her name. Honey Barbecue.
Her arms is already like handlebars. So
Queens in the house.
It's 2022. It's 2022. I know they could do something about that at this
That's
point.
true.
Barbecue.
You think medical science has got some for a podcast?
They got like this. I've never seen nothing like that before in my life. Never.
This is what you get for not coming on my panel sooner.
Lil Podcast.
This is what you get, podcast.
Lil Podcast.
You hear me?
Thank you for your perspective on that. Listen, I have one more for you, then we'll let you leave. This one is near and dear to Mandrell's heart.
Yes, it is.
And we want to make
this is the weird one right here. She can't stand a chance with Honey Barbecue.
Hey,
Lil Podcast, what do you think?
Yeah, before you say something, she thick though.
Can it?
No way.
What do you think?
So I'm starting to realize why I've never come over here on the Wednesday. Y'all forcing people to face their inner demons over here. I was aroused. I'm almost ashamed to admit that I was aroused.
Exactly.
It's so weird. It's just so weird.
It's so
like,
It's a little bit of fascination jumping off. I ain't gonna lie to you. A little bit.
I just said, like, she does have like a construction worker head, and her face is definitely masculine, but she managed to put enough makeup, the weave, and all of that. And she looked nice, but it's the smiles. I guess it's the smiles. Any woman, I don't care. You got to be like a 1 for your smile to not have an impact. And all I'm saying is, Mandrell, you better watch out, man. Somebody might try to take it from you.
Lip podcast. We got
you just buddy in the back staring at her ass the whole time.
Now, Lip podcast. We got women on the panel, so we cannot go without doing something for the ladies.
Shit.
Yeah. Get it. Get it.
You know what? You know, I'm gonna tell you the 2 things that's super hilarious about that video. One is the fact that he keep lifting his head up like you see it. Oh yeah.
Oh wow.
And then it's right at the end when he tuck his arm in, right before it's about to go off, and he get into the shoulder stroke.
Like, yeah.
He can't tell that man nothing, man.
He hit that, yeah.
Surprise, motherfucker.
Exactly.
Hey, look, hold on, y'all. I gotta talk to my therapist. Hold on. Hello, yeah, tomorrow, 8 a.m. I need you 8 a.m. please. They made me look at it.
Hey, listen. Hey, before I head out, I just want to say to the fellas, assalamu alaikum.
I'm repping for the Mighty Dust, though. I got my
I put my wig in the salon.
You know,
okay.
You know.
Hey, but word up. I mean, Queen Smiley.
These motherfuckers, bro. Why they taking time out of their day to put this shit together, bro? Like,
hey,
I get black men using them, but why are they taking their time to put the motherfuckers together in the first place?
Why not?
People are silly as hell, man.
Oh, look, man. Look.
Oh, my Lord.
You don't come over here so you don't get all this goodness, man. I've been telling you for months. Oh yeah.
No.
Don't rob him. Don't rob him. Play the whole thing. Play the whole thing. Do not short us on that.
I have seen that one, and it is damn near racist.
That's always been the funniest one.
Right.
Don't do Canadian born like that, man.
What? Don't short us on that.
The way that he uses it is damn near racist. I'm gonna report you.
Please.
Y'all don't stop doing Canadian born like that.
Podcast. It's my favorite one, man.
It's horrible.
It's my favorite one.
I'm just saying. I can't tell if that's him.
That's just embarrassing.
Did you see him smile with it though? That's
I literally can't.
Hey man, did anybody notice his body
or reverse motion?
I just be so fascinated how he can roll his back without using his neck. Like, I can't lean back without using my neck. Like,
he is shaped just like Lizzo.
That is crazy.
He look like the green M&M.
He's athletic.
Film, honey. I don't work a 9 to 5. I work at.
Put that picture of Lizzo up. That's how her body is shaped. Like an ice cream cone.
I want to say thank you for having me, man. I'm gonna go ahead and come back over on my panel.
Why are you going back on your panel? Okay, take the picture.
They waiting on me, man. I got to get back.
Wait. Hold up. Podcast. It's the first time on my panel, man.
It is.
Okay. It's a goddamn shame. You came over here to get adulation for you. First time on my panel. I sent you like 10,000 invites.
That is not true.
That's exactly what you do.
Those invites be lip service. I'm talking about. You
If
ain't
you
never
look,
sent the link.
huh?
You got to send me the link.
I ain't gotta send you the link. The link's in the chat, like just like for everybody else.
That was Bevo Lottie.
That ain't nobody. Don't worry about who that is.
Nah,
Bevo Lottie.
Oh,
damn, man, Drug
Wow. 30-year-old man.
Look at Noble's
Congratulations,
face.
I see your little podcast.
Look at Noble's face. He looks like he's really concerned. Like, damn, Mandrell, that's your hand?
Mandrell look like somebody's substitute teacher.
What are you thinking about?
What am I thinking about?
That man looks so old. I used to call him sir.
I got it too.
Crazy.
Oh, any given day of the week.
Was you in the 3rd grade?
He said, "What was you thinking about?"
World class. I've never seen world class laugh this hard ever, bro. I've never seen world class laugh this hard, bro. World class is dead over
Hey, that picture. Oh, that picture. He is definitely giving Joe Clark vibes, baby.
In world class, you all right, bro? World class, you all right?
He's definitely giving Joe Clark vibes.
They used to call you sir, didn't they? They used to call him sir.
He was focused.
Mandrell, you look like a substitute teacher, bro. You
Joe
look like you was
Jackson
taking your
looking
little
ass.
sister to school. Damn.
He might be some kin to Barack and them. He look a little bit like Barack Obama in him in that picture.
Like
I was trying to grow an afro.
He looked like he invented spankings in that motherfucker.
Well, you had a lot of head to cover. That was, I know you. That was a struggle. Your ass going that afro. They're like, damn, man, just cut the damn head. Just cut it. Give me the waves.
Well, I know you had to look up. You had to look up to put all your hats.
That was a struggle.
Hey, world class. You see the doc? You can hear the documentary right now. And so it was in 1972. Mandrell invented spankings.
He said he looked like he invented spankings.
Kids all over the world are still upset with
Hold on, why ain't y'all
Mandrell
talking about this one? She's in the picture too.
And we can't help it.
She is cute. That's the cute.
That's what I'm saying.
That's the
She
cute.
look like a baby.
Looking baby.
Oh,
Right.
She look like a baby.
No, her first gums just came in.
Wait a minute, Luke Caisley said.
Mandrell looked like he was like,
Put it back
I have
Luke
a.
Caisley said a bit tough.
Oh my God.
Oh,
Mandrell looked like he was about to say, I have a serious set of questions today.
Yo, this is why you can't publicly shame black folks, because we do this all day, every
You know
day.
what I'm saying?
I want to say that's enough so bad.
Speaking of publicly
I
shaming,
want to say
I'm tired of
that's so
disrespect.
bad.
I'm sorry, Mandrell, but it's definitely.
all facts though.
He said I
Mandrell.
look like I invented spankings.
Hey, and I'm serious. In that picture, you look like a floor model TV salesman from the 70s.
Hell yeah.
It is how he looks
Like he's doing business on
Yeah, like he needs to get to, but you look like
I was
money
looking
though.
for your
Gotta be
briefcase.
honest, you look like money though in that moment.
It look like money, sir.
Hey, let me say this real quick so I can ride out. I want to salute everybody on the panel, man, from Smiley to everybody, world class, everybody shoot. But definitely, Black Man, I told you this the other day before I even got to the 1,000, bro. I remember when I was thinking about purchasing the subscribers just so I can get to the 1,000. And that's when I was still at like 2 something, and you told me don't do it.
I told you that too.
Build it organically.
Why you giving him all that advice, nigga? I gave you advice too.
Well,
Damn.
we was all in the back chat together. Just give me a second.
I want some recognition, goddammit.
Give me a second. Give me a second. And you told me that. And I'm not gonna lie, bro. Watching the numbers go up, bro, organically. That's why I was so emotional today. You know what I'm saying? I'm just not used to people like me don't get support. Nobody supports us. We any accomplishment we have, we celebrate them by ourselves because nobody cared. And so for all this love that I've been getting today, even when we hit the 500 subscribers, the people that's been coming over, I remember the day when I was close to a specific number and Black Man was like, hold on, we're going to pause the show. Let's get them to that number. Let's get them to that number. Let's get them to that number. And it happened, man. So I'm not used to the support, but at the same time, I appreciate it so much, man. And I just want to say thank you, even for just now, bro. Just, you know, calling me over and celebrating me on your platform. You didn't have to do that. Also to Mandrell and Shushu, thank you for taking the time out on you all's show to celebrate this accomplishment for me. And then specifically for Mandrell, bro, we came from a place. You know what it is. We bumped heads. But you proved to me that what you said was true, that you're genuinely a good man with good intentions. You treat me like a brother. And bro, ever since that phone call that one night, bro, you my dog. You know what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
Also, Scam, I love you, brother.
Appreciate it.
No
Appreciate
matter
it.
I yell and scream on you and get mad at you, bro, in real life, I do love you, bro. Straight
Appreciate it.
I'm gonna holler at y'all.
All right, and again, congratulations for real.
Thank you, man. Appreciate it.
Congratulations.
Hey, don't be fantasizing about that little lady either, bro.
It's too
Right.
Too late.
Hey,
Wow.
she thick. Hey, she tell the podcast she thick though.
Yeah, I gotta have that. It's
Gotta
too late.
have it. All right, man,
No.
yeah, there you
honey,
go.
Honey barbecue is mine.
There you go.
Y'all can't keep your hands off of her.
Right. There you go. 1,000 subscribers for
Keep your hands off of her.
Podcast. Congratulations to that brother. For real.
Congratulations, y'all.
Dope conversations over there. Well deserved. Now, the latest edition, and never forgotten, the beautiful Queen Smiley. Hello, ma'am.
Good evening to
Shoo.
everyone.
Why he always smiling when he mention her name?
I know, right?
Look at him.
Can't stop. Look, he can't.
Okay.
Shut up. Anyway.
JG, why you gotta be so messy though?
Right. JG, why you so messy, man?
What's on your chin? What's on your chin, Mandrell? Something on your chin?
Huh?
Something
Yeah.
on your chin?
This is about a week's worth of growth, man. 5 o'clock shadow.
Oh wow.
A week's worth of growth.
What? Wait a minute, I damn near fell out my chair.
Why you so close to the camera now?
I mean, you want to see the flaws on my face, right? I'm just saying. This is why I shaved my face. There's no point. If this is a week worth of growth, man, what's the point? You see what I'm saying? I can't get the whole Bin Laden like you and JT.
Yeah, we terrorists. So.
Right.
Yeah.
Queen Smiley.
Yes,
what do you have to contribute to the topic of tonight? We started out with public shaming and whatnot. Now we're on I don't know. So
So in public shaming, I don't think it's always appropriate, and of course, so there's positive reinforcement and negative reinforcement. I'll just say that there's always a way to deliver correction, and in this case, I think Lizzo needed correction because it was definitely inappropriate the way she was dressed, and a lot of times we as women we applaud each other when we do inappropriate things. And so just for us as women, and I just jumped on to say, for us as women, there's nothing wrong with celebrating each other and how we look in our different ways, shapes, forms, sizes, colors that we come in, because we're all beautiful. Lizzo is a beautiful person. I love her music. She's a great artist. And I do love to see her perform. But sometimes we need to check our sisters just to say, hey, girl, that's not right. That's inappropriate. Somebody should have checked her before she left out the house.
Because that outfit before that basketball game, that was way too. This woman was naked. Yeah. Let's be real.
But those about public shaming, I don't think it's okay. World Class had a great point. It didn't work for men. And it still doesn't work for women also. And that's why a lot of women have so many different issues with the way we look. And so that's why some women choose to alter their bodies because of the public shame or the assumption that, or not the assumption, I guess the stereotype of the way society makes us look or wants us to look. And they push the narrative in different ways, you know. So, yeah, it don't work.
And Luke Hazley, this is why I love Luke Hazley to be in my chat. Luke Hazley has great points. Luke Hazley says, celebrate good behavior. Now, this is something, she brought this up and it just struck me. Shamaria, when we did something bad, we suffered the consequences, did we not? Now, whenever I did something good, I was like, oh, okay. Because it's expected.
Right. That's what you're supposed to do.
Right. That's why should I celebrate your birthday? That's what you're supposed to do.
Right.
That these good things you're doing, that's expected of you in this house. So
well, no, technically, because if you think about it, like you think about for like Christmas and like birthdays.
Yeah, that's where we got rewarded. But you're gonna get presents anyway for Christmas.
Not necessarily so, but it goes back to the positive and negative reinforcement, because maybe you cleaning your room is something you're supposed to do. So should we celebrate that? No. But is there sometimes some positive reinforcement? Thank you, Mandrell, for cleaning your room without me having to tell you. You know, you know, do you know that's like, is that where the cups go when you go in the kitchen? You know, it's not so much as negatively or like publicly shaming because everybody's in the living room watching a movie, and it's why the hell you go put that cup on that countertop? You know, you're supposed to put it in the sink. You know, but when you say something, you know, with love, is hey, don't you know the dirty dishes go in the sink and not on the countertop? You know, thank you for placing it in the sink now. So having that mindset, and I hate to say we have to treat it like we're treating children when you're talking to adults, but hell, most of the adults nowadays act like fucking kids. So to say, hey, you know, all right, sis, I see you, you know, you on your outfit well put together, and truly mean that, and not say, God damn, you know, what the fuck you got on? Like, you must be crazy leaving the house looking like that. You know, it's a way to say some stuff. You know,
but I think
that way works.
The case with Lizzo, though, you guys gotta keep in mind, just to put it in context, she's a movement right now, right?
Of course.
So one of the underlying thing that people are doing is fighting against this whole overweight positivity, over sexualizing women, not just big women or small women, but women, you know, even with she has a show, a couple of shows. Well, she got one show right now where it's this whole thing where she is her and all the big women are like, I don't know if they stripping or whatever, but they're performing. I haven't seen it. I just seen, you know, trailers and stuff like that of it. So it's kind of like she's a movement, and it's an ideology that, in all actuality, that we're fighting against.
It goes back to that Claire conversation
someone brought it
we
up
were having, right, the other week. You know, what society deems okay is what's going to be pushed in our sitcoms that we watch and in our shows that we watch.
And she's trying to push the narrative that it's normal to be as big as she is, and she's small compared to some of the other women that she have in her clan. So that's what I think the big thing is. Now, when it comes down to Ari Spears, he's a comedian. It is what it is. He felt that, you know, he can, you know, get likes and people to pay attention to him and stuff like that. So that's what he did. He just did something like that. So it is what it is. So now the pushback that he get, he got to expect that.
Right.
You got to expect it, homie.
And he did. I mean, you got to understand, as comedians, you need, in order to take a premise and make it a really good, let's say 15, 30-minute bit, you got to run that in front of people. He took that opportunity to run it in front of the whole world. You know what I mean? Now, circle back to him in 6 months when you will see a good 15 to 20 minutes on this whole thing. That's the art form. But I mean, he knew this. He knew the pushback was coming. You know what I mean?
Oh yeah. But the thing with Aries, he always gets pushed back. Like always gets pushed back.
Yeah, he's always pushing
sure
boundaries.
other people had something to say about it too. You know, so then we have to ask ourselves the question: why he has got the biggest highlight?
Right. Well, I don't know.
He didn't get the biggest highlight. Actually, the highlight came at Tiffany Haddish because she got the bag.
Yeah.
She's the one with all the clout and the money and all of that. So this lawsuit is going against her, really. And he ain't got no money. They're gonna get $1,400 from him, and that's about as far as that.
It's interesting.
But I'm saying more people are saying his name
on,
than hers. You know.
So what now?
Interesting that she was just recently on a Corey Holcomb show on the 5150 show. You know how he is. Tiffany Haddish.
Okay, I didn't know that.
That was her second time on the 5152. That's her homie. That's that's her homie. Every time she in LA, she definitely holler at him. Though.
Yeah, but the biggest thing to me is the health issue, like especially in our community.
Yeah,
that's the biggest thing. We're telling these people it's okay, but we know it's killing them.
Right.
And that's what I was saying. That's the underlying thing right there when it comes down
Very
to
much so.
You know what a couple women actually had the nerve to tell me?
What's that?
That black women still live longer than black men.
Oh my gosh.
Well,
why you're right. Why would they even make that a point? I mean, that's stupid to me. It's taking the focus off of what was just said. You know, when somebody's saying, "Oh, what she's doing," this is the thing about Lizzo. This is what I have a problem with her. I do have a problem with her, and it's not her weight. She's very, very talented.
Yeah, she.
Girl can sing.
Mm-hmm.
She can play multiple instruments.
Mm-hmm.
I thought it was just a flute, but no, she's very like she has a talent. She is overshadowing her talent with her antics.
Mm-hmm.
That's what I have a problem with. You know how crazy you got to be when you're at. She was at the basketball game. They were paying her homage by dancing. The cheerleaders were dancing to her music.
Mm-hmm.
She, instead of taking it in, she gets up and wants to twerk with that horrible dress that she had on while you have children and everybody else there. You're already the center of attention, but you want to be even more center of attention.
Right.
That's where I have a problem with her. I don't have a problem with anything else other than her overshadowing her actual talents.
Yeah.
So she wants to be known as the overweight lover instead of being being known as someone that actually has great accomplishments.
There's only one
girl was on she was continuously on the billboard.
Got no children, did she?
But she don't even. It's like she wasn't even, she wasn't even thankful for that. So it was kind of like, okay, what you doing now?
Right.
And I almost wonder if is it her all by herself behaving this way, or is it her management? You know what I'm saying? Because a lot of times,
both.
Those narratives are being pushed by other individuals, because they want us to look like clowns most days,
Because it brings attention.
Yeah, and that's what a lot of people were saying also was that her circle, the people she have in her circle are horrible. She's picking the wrong people in our circle. And the craziest part about this is that when she actually grabs onto it and get it, she's not even going to be as famous as she is anymore. Yeah, she's not going to be relevant. I should say that more.
Yeah.
She's not going to be.
But brother JT, what you got to realize, especially in Hollywood, right? If you're in her circle and Sister Queen's in her circle, and I'm in her circle and Mandrell's in her circle, and the two of y'all are telling her the truth, and the two of us are telling her what she want to hear, who's she gonna keep?
Yeah, the ones that's telling the lie.
Mm-hmm.
Yep. Clout.
And she gonna get rid of you for telling the truth. She gonna get rid of the other two.
It's like y'all heard me say this before. Good medicine don't taste good.
Sure don't.
Yeah.
And that's why Bill Burr takes that medicine and he puts it inside that sweet comedy.
Right. Yeah. Now here's the thing. I do like Bill Burr. His comedy, he is actually funny. But I mean, nothing worth having comes easy. She's gonna have to start working out to improve her health. She's already morbidly obese. Why does she think this is okay? The science is in. The science is in on this. There's no question. Personally, I don't get it. But the public shaming, it was a trip that Aries just said a joke, right? And everyone in a tidal wave, all of her fans comes and tries to publicly shame him. That was just wild to me. So I'm like, that's what really inspired this conversation tonight. Mm-hmm. I'm like, the guy told a joke. He's a comedian. He's gonna joke. What happened to they're telling a joke? I mean, why is everyone in such an uproar? And then they tried. Even so, one thing they said that he was, his joke wasn't funny. You know what I'm saying? This, that, and the third.
Funny.
But no, when they start talking about him and making it personal about him and stuff like that, I'm like, come on, man, what's with the shaming? And then I thought
now the thing is too, he already have enemies. He has enemies, he does, from a lot of other things that went on with him. So all he did was and even when it come down to Lizzo, it was just the fact that it's just the fact that a lot of people don't like Ari Spears. Because before Aries Spears, man, everybody was talking about Lizzo way before this. It just happens to be Aries Spears that's talking about it. You got what's the young dude? Davis. His last name is Davis.
Ryan
He's
Davis?
a comedian too. Ryan Davis. Ryan Davis was talking about Lizzo a long time ago. And you
didn't know about it.
A whole bunch. I mean, you seen it in the comments, but you didn't see people coming at him like they coming at. It's not even Aries. It's actually Tiffany, because Tiffany got that bread. She got that money right now, so they gonna be trying to milk this. It's not gonna go away none too soon.
But you also got to look at. Aries took a chance. Aries Spears took a chance. That was a harsh joke. You know what I mean? And if you don't know his style of comedy, it comes off as lightweight abusive. You know what I mean? Even though it's true, again, give it 6 months and it's a great bit. But Aries is not afraid to take that chance. Whereas other comics might, I'm gonna write this down. I'm gonna have this thought. I'm gonna write this down. I'm gonna build this into a bit. I'm not gonna say it right here in front of the world.
All right.
But Aries don't give a shit. That's just his hard hitting brand of comedy. And it's another thing too why a lot of people don't like him. He had that. At one point in his career, he was mainstream, Mad TV and all that. Man, he was bringing
Mad TV, yeah,
all that good stuff. And here's the thing. I ain't gonna lie, just keeping it 100. He was Hollywood with it. Doing that, a lot of people get Hollywood with it. People remember. It's simple as that. They sit back and they remember. Okay. All right, you the man now. We'll see. And then this is the chance. All these years later, you know what I mean. Now we got a shot.
Yeah, and that was actually on YouTube. It was in front of hundreds of millions at that point when the whole thing with him and Zoe Williams on the 5150 show happened. If you'd seen the whole show, it was more of him trying to tell Corey what Corey's problem was, and he was telling Corey, your problem is that you're not doing, you got to do what you got to do to get in Hollywood. And Corey kept telling him, man, I'm not doing that. He was like, I'm not wearing no dress, I'm not putting no wig on, I ain't kissing no other man. So him and Corey was having that type of a conversation, and Corey was laughing just like what you just said. He was telling him, man, you got to do this and you got to do that. And Corey just looked at him and said, all right, Hobie. And he just started laughing. He was like, I ain't never
gonna do that. It's about a compromise. And there are people who refuse to compromise. There are men who will never compromise on being men. And then there are those people who want to get the bag at all costs. Right? We saw the same thing in the hood. Right? All of us problems, stop me if I'm wrong, but a lot of us had opportunities to get out there and crank. There's a lot of us could have took that chance. You know what I mean? We knew the plug. We knew people who was doing whatever. Here you go, take this. But we said no.
Okay.
You know what I mean? So it's the same thing.
Consequence was too expensive. Yeah, the
consequence too expensive.
Too.
Exactly. Yeah. Same thing in Hollywood. You can get this money, you can get this bag, but at what cost? And then again, he had that experience. I'm not saying he did anything reckless like that. I'm not saying that at all. Right. But he got in there on his talent and maybe ruffle some feathers. You know what I mean? People like, all right, we're gonna wait. We'll see you. And that's how Hollywood works. That's why I ain't out there no more. Them people on their own schedule. You know what I mean? So and then what he said was reckless. When he came out, what he said was reckless. But that's who he is. So it's like public shaming though, man. It's like y'all said, man. It really didn't work on us. You know what I mean? But again, I got to take it back to the bigger point though. We are allowing our people to die. Not just our people, just Americans, man. It's like what 43% of Americans are obese, clinically obese. You know what I mean? 75% of Americans are either overweight or obese. And I talk about this on my platform all the time. Where Mandrell will tell you see that stuff behind me, you see my toys behind me, you see that airborne flag. I'm a soldier. It's to the point now the military don't have any eligible candidates to join. Yeah, it's becoming a national security issue because people are just too fat and too dumb. They can't pass the ASVAB and they're too fat. So and we're just letting it go. Like too dumb. It's real stuff, you know what I mean?
You can't read at an 8th grade. It's like that's how it is. You can't read at an 8th grade level.
You know what? I'm sorry, y'all. I hate to interrupt, but we do have to go to final thoughts. We got to kind of wrap this up.
Since I'm up, those were my final thoughts right there. I mean, you know what I mean? I'll sit back and listen to y'all responses, but yeah, and Brother Mandrell will tell you, The military is a very smart place now. It's not just, you know what I mean? It's not a place with dumb weapons. Like, you have to be smart. You have to be able to take orders, follow orders. You got to stay in shape. You know what I mean? Like, the technology that we use, you just can't be a dummy and use it. So we have people who just can't. They're too fat, too dumb, or they got a criminal record, and they can't get in. That's why the United States Navy is offering up to $115,000 in sign-up bonuses, like in enlistment bonuses. Was it $68,000 in college repayment bonuses and stuff like that? That's unheard of. $115,000 for like 6 years.
Hey, what's the
of
age
your
cap?
life?
What's the age cap?
Yeah, we out of it.
Right?
We out of it. But and here's the thing, and part of that was it was and for real, for Brother Mandrell, it included some of those folks who they did raise their age cap. So if you were prior service, let's say we were in the Army, you could enlist in the Navy. They would do like a short little modified basic training or whatever, show you what they do on ships, and then off you go. You know what I mean? So and I'll finish with this. I enlisted when I was a senior in high school, delayed entry program. Like Brother Mandrell could tell you about this. You basically sign up for the military, and then you get your degree, your diploma, and then you go in. You're already signed up.
I did the same
right.
thing. Yep.
They're offering $10,000 for those who are in delayed entry. You hear that, bro? $10,000. Get through high school, get your degree, get your diploma, get into the military. $10,000 bonus just for that, on top of all the other bonuses that they're offering. This is a scary time, people. I mean, we had a good time, a lot of laughs here, but this is a scary time for someone who understands what it takes to defend this country. We got some problems coming up, y'all, for real. So thanks for having me on. Y'all are crazy. I don't know if I'm gonna be able to sleep. Y'all have me laughing so hard. I gotta go.
You're always welcome, DL. Doors always open to you. And coming Friday when we have barbershop conversations, that'll go. Sometimes that goes well into the wee hours of the night.
Yeah, Fridays are tough for me. I'm gonna try though. Fridays, that's when I'm out doing bad boy things. But it's tough for me. But I'll try.
Yeah, Fridays 8:30 if you can.
All right, y'all take care. Be easy.
You too. All right. Next for final thoughts.
I can go.
Queen Smiley can go. Ladies first.
Oh Lord.
Thank you.
I'll take it.
Ain't this some bullshit?
All right, Queen Smiley. What
I
are
want
your
everybody
final
else.
thoughts, man?
I totally don't agree with the public shaming, but we do have to take ownership of our behavior, our actions. If we have a crown, kings and queens, wear it well. Consider the content that you're putting out. Consider the community that you're reaching, and then keep in mind we're out here for longevity. We have to take care of ourselves so we can take care of our people. Those are my final thoughts, and y'all be blessed.
All right. Thank you, Queen Smiley.
Thank you, Queen Smiley.
Peace.
All right. Not me. I'm going last. Noble from the World Class. Remember, people, go to the World Class YouTube channel.
Definitely.
Just subscribe, hit the notification bell, and select all, because you want to get the notification for all this man's videos.
All of them. ALLUM. All of them.
All of them. No cap, y'all. That man has a really good YouTube channel.
Yeah.
It really
pretty awesome.
YouTube channel. Yeah.
I can sleep a lot. All right, so I wanted to touch back on what before we leave out what Luke Casey was saying. Mandrell, I wouldn't say that we celebrate good behavior, but we will celebrate exceptional behavior. And I think when things that come up that we should be shaming is like exceptionally bad behavior and exceptionally good behavior. And I think if we look at this society, along with what they was trying to do with Kevin Samuels before he passed, and what they just did with Andrew Tate, they've shown us what works, right? A lot of people are prepared for shaming. Like what we said earlier, you got to be a funny comedian because you grew up in those type of environments where people know how to crack jokes. So they're prepared for that. What people are not prepared for is excommunicado. They're not prepared to be cut off. You know what I mean? And I think that is because what you're saying then at that point is, Lizzo, we can make another Lizzo as a nation. If we cut you off, we can make another nation. Lizzo can't make another nation. We can make a nation can make another Lizzo. Lizzo can't make another nation. Right. What Facebook said was, we can make another Andrew Tate. Andrew Tate can't make Facebook. Right. Or Instagram. And I think that part works. And that's worked in my life, where I don't really have to go out and family, ex-family this. I'll just leave, because my talent level or my intelligence level, I'll find another family for y'all. Find another one of me more valuable. That's just how it works.
Yeah, facts.
Yeah, and real quick, Lizzo looked like she keep all the good cereal in her room under the bed.
All the good cereal.
And syrup.
Oh, the king syrup? Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes.
You need to quit. It's terrible.
So world class. When you were over there, did you help clean up all them empty boxes from under the bed?
Of course I did. I'll come in. You see the child children come in. Nah, you can't have none of this. The cookie crisp. Like, nah,
Cookie
you can't have
crisp.
none of that.
If you like cookies, you love Cookie Crisp.
They got the store brand shit. I'm looking like. Eat the Cookie Crisp with the mint.
Thank you, Noble. Again, doors always open to you. Whenever you want to come up, just pull up, brother. I mean, time.
Welcome to the ghetto sphere.
Right?
Absolutely. Thank you very much. Peace.
Oh my Lord.
My brother.
Next up is JT from the What We Know podcast.
Yeah.
And by the way, everybody, the Cash App is still scrolling down at the bottom of the screen, and the PayPal. Don't be shy. You can donate to Mandrell and Shushu. Donations. Gifts. More gifts.
Right.
More gifts.
Right.
What's up a Red Lobster coupon?
I'm glad your body grew into your head, boy, because I know you was a scary kid, man.
No, it didn't.
Just saying.
No, it didn't.
His teachers used to call him sir. Sit down, sir. If you want to sit down.
If you want to.
Back
in the third grade, you used to carry a briefcase, didn't you?
No, I never carried a briefcase. Here's what my parents made me do: bring all my books home. No, some kids like, do you have their books in the locker or whatever? No. You can bring all those shits home. But here's the thing: it got me. When I was in the Army, rope marching was no thing.
Right, because you was carrying all the heavy ass
books. Exactly.
That was my punishment in 6th grade for my grades dropping. Carrying all my books home every day.
All right, man. Listen, I appreciate you guys having me on your platform.
No problem. You always y'all always welcome, man. Come on back up whenever you can.
Absolutely. Yeah, man. I believe that shaming is a component in the world that is needed, not to to destroy people, but to make them stronger. So it's kind of like somewhat, I guess, lightweight bullying or whatever they call it nowadays. You got to have strong skin when you're out here in this world. So got to be able to fight back one way or another. So when it comes down to that whole issue with Lizzo, like I said, I don't think it's really a big issue, man. At the end of the day, the girl got a following of people. She lives in a whole different type of world. Now, me just on the outside looking in, it might be something different because she could be taking this stuff seriously. Mm-hmm. I did see a couple of lives that she did where she was having meltdowns and stuff like that. But shit, my whole thing is get your shit together. It is what it is. There's always consequences with our actions, and nobody is exempt from that. But other than that, I'm not a big proponent of fighting against shaming. It is what it is. Fight against it. That's all, man. Other than that, just you can follow me at What We Know Podcast with my boy Rob, me, JT, and my boy Rob on Saturday nights. We'll be going hard. And you will see Mandrell over there harassing and bullying people and making them mad and laugh at the same time. And but I do appreciate you over there, Mandrell. Even on this platform, I call you the filter. Because if a person can't get past you, then they don't even need to be on this platform, bro.
Yeah.
And that's real talk.
Appreciate it.
That's real talk, my man. Oh, and Shushu.
All right.
Do the laugh. Do the laugh.
Hey, yo, I'm so done. I get.
Do the laugh. Do it.
Yeah, I need to quit.
Do it. Do it.
Right. This is bullying.
I gotta tell you this about Shamaria though. Shamaria has always been a sweet kid. She's always been real sweet. She has. Even as a little girl, she is always sweet. You know?
Never
the sweet and innocent one.
Never look for trouble. You know what I mean? Just always like, hey, you know.
Yeah, she's always been a sweet kid. Always been sweet.
Lie.
No, it's not a lie. All right, thank you, JT, from the What We Know podcast. We appreciate it.
Yes, sir.
And we'll see you Saturday if you decide to come.
Well, you ain't gonna see me.
Well,
you won't
I'm
see
gonna
me.
say,
You will see
if you decide to
Rob.
come to work. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, because it could be. Hey, look. I think Rob said he was.
Don't want to do one, man. This your second week in a row.
Well, yeah, man. I gotta spend some family time sometimes, bro. You know, I've been putting a lot of
That's
work
what
into
Sunday
this
through Fridays
podcast
for.
thing. Yeah, but hey, I also got a 9 to 5 too, so you know, I'm trying to manage all this stuff out.
Fair enough.
But hey, we gonna keep it pushing though, man. Shoot, I'm getting all kind of followers and everything right now, man. Me and Rob we've been doing this for about almost a year straight. We almost at a year, and we've been doing some real major numbers. So, hey, man. Yeah, so
okay.
I'm still gonna keep doing it. I'm still gonna keep doing it, bro.
Absolutely.
So, yeah, we trying to get to 4,000 now. That's what we at.
Okay.
We're trying to get to 4,000. We about 3.2. So we trying to get to 4,000.
All right. Thank you.
Nice.
Yeah,
All right.
absolutely.
Well, that being said,
Oh, man.
thanks for coming out, JT. Welcome as always. Dusto.
Absolutely.
Up next.
See you later, JT.
Later, JT.
All right. See you later. All right.
What's
Oh,
going on,
Dusty.
people? Tell people the truth. If they're fat, pull them to the side and say, "Excuse me, sir, I'd like to have a word with you." The word is fat.
The word is fat. Thank you, old Dusty.
Actually, tell people the truth because maybe someone else hadn't told them before. Worst thing you do is pander to people. "Oh, you're looking good. Oh my God." That's the worst thing you can do to these people. It's enabling the bad behavior. Don't do that. People, please go to the gym. And also, the Dustosphere will be coming soon on Black Man Unfiltered Network. We invite all feminists, all dusties, all crusties. Bring your wig. And also, we might even invite a special guest, the founder of the Nation of Wiglam. We might invite the leader of the feminist movement. We just don't know, but we're going to have fun. All feminists. Trolls also get a VIP pass. We're looking for qualified, overqualified trolls. Coming soon to Black Man Unfiltered Network. That's all I got. People, go to the gym. If you're overweight, go tonight. Go now. That's all I got. Good night, ladies and gentlemen.
What's it? Go tonight. Thank you very much, Dusto. Appreciate it. He said, wait, I'm ready to say, if you're overweight, go tonight.
Go tonight. Find
a 24-hour gym and go tonight. I'm ready to go, man. Wait, that's hilarious. Okay. Well, it was a good. What you think of the show tonight?
I think it was good. It was good. Good conversation. Definitely public shaming. It's a good topic. It is kind of it's a hard balance to have because I mean something has to be done to keep people from going too extreme or going too far, but at the same time you don't want to punish them too extremely because then that could cause like permanent or like some severe damage. So
psychologically, at least, yeah,
and you don't want to do that. So it is a delicate balance, but something definitely has to be done. And I guess honesty can help. Being honest with someone when they're out of line or they doing the most, and let them know, hey, listen. Say it with love. They are doing, but you are doing the most. And also, I people are so overly sensitive. Like life itself has no mercy. So we as a society have to build some kind of, toughness or like, just some tenacity, because like life itself is merciless. And you can't be overly sensitive and just, oh my God, like I'm not enough, or I'm a horrible person. Like, people, please, like, build up your self-esteem, build up your will, your strength, your emotional strength, because life is vicious, and in order to handle life, I mean, you're gonna need that, like even outside of jokes, or even outside of shaming or being embarrassed in public. Build your mental health, your mental strength, and emotional strength, and you'll be resilient. So, yeah, my final thoughts.
All right, my final thoughts. Public shaming should be reserved for murderers, pedophiles, feminists, and the like. And
feminists.
Yes. So, I'm all for women's rights. I'm all for that. Women should have rights and everything. I'm all for that, hands down.
Mm-hmm.
But when you get into it, I can do anything a man can do. All right.
Yeah, I am a strong, independent woman.
Yeah, right. You know what? I am a strong, independent woman. Yeah, all right. We get into that. That's when you lost me. You know what I'm saying? But that's like I said, you guys. That's what inspired this conversation when I saw how the mob came after Ari Spears and started publicly shaming him, but at the same time accusing him of publicly shaming Lizzo for making a joke.
Yeah.
But you're doing the very thing to him that you claim he was doing. So I'm like, I don't get this.
Right. Yeah.
How do they not see what they're doing? I mean, maybe I'm the one fucked up. I don't know. Maybe I'm the one wrong. I don't know. But I don't think in our community in particular we shouldn't do it. It hadn't helped. It certainly hasn't helped. Noble was absolutely correct on that. It has not helped. In fact, it makes things worse. Because, growing up, I've been publicly humiliated,
mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying, as a form of discipline.
Right, yeah.
And I remember what I thought about it at the time and how I felt, how it made me feel.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not going to do that, my kid.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? It's not necessary. Either sit down and think about something else to do.
Yeah.
That's going to be far, far worse than the public humiliation.
Oh, Lord.
Because I had time to think about it.
Right.
And choose carefully what I choose to do. Yeah, they're gonna hate that. You know how my mind works.
Okay.
Just saying. Yeah, and I'm gonna go shave. And because I
don't need no help. Okay, that's right.
That's right. You don't need help. Freezing.
Oh, Lord.
Join us next week, ladies and gentlemen. We're gonna talk about something else. And Auntie TJ, sorry you came so late in the show. It was actually a pretty good one tonight. Hopefully you can make it on time next week. And join the panel, Auntie TJ. You're more than welcome. Anytime. You're more than welcome. So thanks everyone coming out. Luke Hazley, thank you for coming to the show as usual. I love it when you're here. Like she said, we should celebrate. Her suggestion is we should in my opinion, that's the solution. Instead of just focusing on punishing bad behavior, we should celebrate the good behavior that we do. It should be celebrated. I'm talking about like not only just athletics, science, engineering.
Yeah,
that should be spotlighted and celebrated.
Right. Yeah.
I mean, it's in regardless of race. And Noble said he's sorry for being ghetto tonight. He says, "Shamaria, I'll help you anyway." Look at that.
Oh, I thank you.
Yeah, Noble says he's sorry for being ghetto tonight. This man is about to shave his thoughts.
So done.
All right. Good night, everybody.
Good night, y'all.